thing. So it's we stream on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and
Twitch?
Yep. And we what else we stream on? Trovo Live. So I stream on my private profile, and I stream on like a public Facebook profile. So I just kind of everything I can. We were getting a pretty good following on Mixer, but then they closed Mixer, so I can't. Yeah, I was like super cool, but it's no big deal.
So how much can these hear?
Everything.
Everything.
My mint?
Yeah.
Yeah, it pretty much picks up.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be annoying.
No, I'm not talking about crunching
just
through
be
it
annoying.
right
It's
now.
fine.
Okay.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't
What do
hurt.
you guys know?
It hurts nobody's
can't-
feelings.
Nobody's
Good
feelings.
trip.
Like, you should hear our conversations we've had on here. You think that a mint crunching is annoying? Like, this is easy. Like, you haven't met Scotty.
Yeah, there's that one for sure. So,
man.
I'm pretty sure he has Hudson this weekend, so he's at his parents' house. But
Oh, okay.
yeah.
He doesn't bring him here?
No, that's only been like there's a whole lot with that one, but
Fair.
it's only recent. He still doesn't have any kind of setup whatsoever for him here. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Fair. All right.
But yeah,
None of my
it's-
business. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah, we can talk about like not on there. Like the thing is, like this podcast kind of like got thrown into like the mix with that one with him and his baby mama. So like I was like,
No. No. Well, I mean, like, you can use anything.
yeah,
For
and
law.
that's kind of the thing. And it was like, here we are, and we also learned that it's not really like liable on like what you do as a person if it's anything.
Oh, all right.
I don't know about jobs or whatever, but that's,
No.
I'm just checking out this whole setup you have.
Isn't
man.
this amazing?
It's so cool.
Isn't this fun?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty, honestly, fairly inexpensive. Like, nothing is, like,
Too much.
super much money. Like, this is my old computer. Like, I spent, like $150 on the mixer. Mics were, like, $40 a piece with the arms.
Nice.
Cables were, like, $30, so... And then, like, a $20 keyboard and that old-ass TV from, like, 2007. That's why it's, like...
I feel like I need a little bit of like a background. Like, why are you doing this?
Um,
Like, what got you into this?
honestly, it's one of those things where, like, I find
Did you
myself...
start already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to make sure. I want to make sure.
It's something that's like fun to do. Honestly, like it is super fun, especially like once we get like a few more drinks or whatever, like into the mix. It's like you loosen up. There's like a whole like
It's fun.
we talk about whatever.
Every step.
So it's super fun for one. For two, it's like I've been told for years and years that I should do like stand up and things like that. Like I'm
You
entertaining.
should.
So you're like, here I am. I'm in front of the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like one of those. I'm doing it backwards of like most like comedians like scenario. I guess I started with this and then I'm gonna go maybe into that at some point. If we get like big enough, I'd like to travel with it. That'd be super cool.
Yeah. My house.
Um,
No, just kidding.
Well, we've done it. We have done it elsewhere too. The last time we did it was probably where we did at somebody else's house. Was not my favorite time, but
Sure.
it was one of those where like he's my friend that like tends to like push things on me, and what people need to understand with this right here is there's nothing to push. I don't care what people want to do
You're
with
just
it.
doing it.
Yeah, I want to do it for myself, for my friends,
Oh.
for my people that that want to be a part of it. That's what it really is. And the biggest podcast in the world is Joe Rogan's, and all it started with was him getting high and drunk with his friends.
It's just a way to hang out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's kind of the thing is like
And share it.
yeah, we
Perfect.
we honestly like do it anyways. So it's like why
Like it
not
started
just
at the hookah bar.
put it out? Yeah, like it should have started then. To
That's
be
when it
honest.
should have started. We should have had a show. We were just talking about that last weekend. Last weekend? 2 weeks ago? Yeah.
Both.
Both. Every Friday we talk
Every
about
weekend.
how we should have a show, and like all the different episodes or different seasons would be somebody else's perspective over what happened that 5-year period. Like,
Yeah.
We've had so much fun in such a short
Like a
period of
reality
time.
TV show.
Oh my gosh! Like Snooki
Well,
don't have
the,
shit on
the
it.
fucking hookah bar easily could have been a reality show on its own.
On its own.
I mean, I started going there when I was 21, and that was like 13 years ago.
And I was still in high school in 18.
Okay, so how old were you guys when you first smoked a hookah? You were like, okay, what is this adventure of
17.
a system
18.
we have? And
Yeah, I was 21 when the
Yeah?
first time. Yeah, like we like my brother and one of my best friends like turned like 18,
What
like,
is it?
and we went to like the cigar shop.
What bowl do you have here?
Yeah, what is this?
I think it's just mint, orange, and strawberry.
Yeah.
That's tasty.
Yeah, nothing super crazy. It's just what I have left over from like when Miller Time was here. So
Oh yeah. Mhm.
yeah, because I ordered like 4 kilos
It's
before he got here.
Very
But yeah, this is one of those things like then we went to the hookah bar, and then it just kind of like that's where like a majority of my friends are from, like all this kind of stuff like
I
over the
remember
years.
going like 18 years old, going to a hookah bar, being like, "This is a cool adventure. Let's do this." And yeah, but then you'd get so lightheaded. You try to do all those like cool O's that everyone does, and you try to like.
Well, let me
pull it
see.
off,
I don't,
take
this bowl
pictures.
might be over enough that I can't do any O's, but we'll
I
get
could
there.
do some O's.
We can do. Yes.
I'm great at smoke tricks.
Yeah.
Not to lie.
That's perfect. Well, like we'll get it like ripping again, and we'll run that because like I can do like some pretty decent O's, and that's about all I can really
We got
do.
a toilet paper roll, some aluminum foil, and some bubbles. I'm gonna play hacky sack. Give me a minute. We can have it. We can have it out. We'll go viral with
Well,
that.
I might be able to make some up.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
Here at some point.
You want to know a real trick? There's that. Hookah bubbles.
The bubbles used to be like the
The
craziest
fucking
thing.
coolest thing. Yes. Okay. So when I worked at the hookah bar, I would do a whole regimen. So people would be like, "We want to see smoke tricks." I'd be like, "Okay," and then I do a whole thing, and it would start with Old Man Winter and end up with the hookah bubbles because that's the coolest thing. We can do tricks.
Yeah, I got nothing. So it's just
But
not.
see, I got paid for it.
Yeah, that's one of those things too. Is when you're there all the time, just
time.
working.
You know.
You just
yeah.
do stuff.
Whereas like we went there and just like hung out with everybody and just like made a mockery
Talked
of.
and played and
of the whole
laughed
thing.
and drank and all
DJ
that
wants to
stuff.
watch live.
Oh, okay, cool. Can you let me
Yeah.
get the link? I'll find it on your
I mean,
page.
it's one of those things like it could either be on
He
my
has a
page,
Twitch.
YouTube, or Twitch.
He has a
If you
Twitch.
search for MXZHONKEY,
Whoa. A B C D E F G.
MXK
MXZHONKEY,
MXZ
HONKEY. If you search this for that,
KEY
yep. If you search this, MXZ Honky.
MXZ
Yeah,
honky.
that's
Okay,
me.
I just need you to say it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, there's a Tony and a Militime there.
No way!
Yeah.
Danger! I miss you. Oh my gosh. Hey Ben. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Eben with a B.
With a B.
Yep. He's the only Eben I've ever met, ever. So
Same.
I can't think of another one.
Yeah, you can't. And it makes sense. It is so good to see your words. I wish it was your face.
Tony pops in every once in a while here.
Yes, that's good. Oh, that's good. Tony was a regular at the hookah bar. And he joined the military and you ran away.
Oh.
Hi!
Also, this is the chat, so it's
So people will post like from all over the world. Like we were talking to someone from where
Norway last year, I believe.
last weekend and like showed us a video, the one and only. But showed us a video, like sent us a drone video of the island that he lived on. There's like what was
300
it?
people.
300 people on this incredible island.
It was pretty ridiculous.
We were hoping that
This
he'd
was
stay
like
in
6 in
contact.
the morning there.
Yes.
You just happened to be
This
watching.
guy just happened to be watching. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I said, like when we had a bunch of followers on Mixer, the chat would get fucking wild, honestly.
Sometimes we have
Get
some
chatty.
pretty interesting questions and all that, and we're like, next.
Bring it on, I'm ready. Let's see you.
Yeah, North Norway.
Yes. Shots. Oh!
There's Avery. I did forget to bring up your peach mixer. Let me grab it
Oh.
quick.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
We still have a little bit left
Really?
of each one. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
What kind of sours does he have?
Are your sours in the house?
No, they're right here, dude.
Oh, wild sour. Okay.
Oh, they have a wild card. What is this? It's a wild
Okay.
pack.
So you've got all them. There's a syncopathic. Here goes nothing. Wild card. And
flavors?
Flounder Friend. I have no idea.
What do we have going on?
So y'all, I've already had a couple beers. My accent's thick today. It's the weather.
Thick is what, Sarah?
2 C's, yes.
That's funny.
It's true. It's true. Beautiful. I really like that flannel on you.
Thanks.
Yes. News kicks too? Or
Yeah.
you just wash them?
I've had these for about 6 months now, but I haven't really worn them a whole bunch.
I can tell they're white.
They look great.
No.
I noticed them.
Yeah. Now that I don't work at the shop, my shoes like last a lot longer. So.
Yeah, that's funny how
Yeah.
that works.
Yeah, I've been trying to like build up my like shoe collection again. It's been a long time since I had like a decent pile of shoes.
Thick, yes. I gave Eben a jar of the peach shine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, right? Aren't they?
Yeah, these
They're
are the
nice.
whole colorway.
My students would love those shoes.
Air Jordan 1s. Mids, I think. It's one of those like random things that like I really like for no reason whatsoever. But
Shoes?
yeah.
Same.
And they weren't even like that expensive. I think these ones like $150. I bought them on like I bought them on StockX. I want another pair of these ones, but they're in chrome, black, and red.
Oh, that's
yeah,
pretty.
they're pretty rad.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I want to get some like, orange and black ones. That'd be pretty dope.
Halloween. Do you remember?
Yeah, well, that's pretty much how that operates when they're brand new. The shoe world right now for men's shoes is fucking crazy.
Really?
Yeah, like
It's like a thing.
it's like a huge thing.
And beard oil.
I have some of them. I don't use it whatsoever.
Really?
Well, especially like now my beard's short.
But I liked your like clean. It
I
looks
know.
good. It's
I
like
fucked
shaped.
up and
Well, no, but I like your facial hair. I like your facial hair.
yeah, I fucked up
You're
and like
welcome.
screwed it up, but. Yeah, the shoe game is weird. Like, there's a movie even coming out, like, on, I think it's a movie, it might be a TV show on Netflix. That's called, like, Sneakerheads or whatever. And it's about, like, that whole, like...
Shoe thing?
Yeah, like, there's just, like, internet shows on it, like, all sorts of random shit. Like, it's pretty wild. And again, like, they get crazy expensive. Like, I saw a pair that I really liked, and I was like, sweet, I'd like to see how much they are. And I was like, oh, that's, like, $800, and I'm all now. $150 I can do, no problem, because it's like a regular pair of shoes. That even if I trash them, like it's not like gonna like hurt my bank account that much. But these are pretty dope.
That's good.
I saw these. I don't remember who I saw. Like it was on Twitter or something, and I was like, oh, I have to have those. I have to buy them, so I bought them. I was all drunk and I just bought it.
Will you ever get your shoes?
What time
like,
was it?
cleaned?
Well, I was like, I want them, and then like I showed like my friend, and she was like, you need to buy those, and I was like, I'm hammered. It was like probably like 3 in the
Great
morning.
call.
But my question for you
I did that with Baby Gates.
is: would you ever get your shoes cleaned?
What?
Would you ever get your shoes cleaned? Like, would you ever
Um,
go and like have someone polish your shoes and like do that kind of stuff?
I don't know if I'd
Like at an
have
airport?
someone
No.
do it, but
You
I would
would do it?
definitely. I've definitely done it before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like one of my favorite pairs of shoes I wish I still had was like a pair of Adidas Superstars, but they were white with blue suede.
Ooh.
Yeah, and they were super fucking dope. And I was like in high school, so like it was like, oh, I don't need those, and now like I look at the price of those, and I'm like, oh, that's $1,300 that I could have just had if I would have just kept them and did nothing with them. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, shoes. It's like I said, men's shoes are fucking
Crazy.
wild.
I don't know. Did you see the runway of the new Chanel line or whatever? Like the new dude line? Oh
Nope.
man, they look like a bunch of homeless people.
Well, you get that derelict scenario, like back in like Zoolander,
New men's fashion meme.
from like, I don't know, like men's fashion, like in general, like when it comes to like high fashion, I'm not into whatsoever, because it's like, it's shit you can't like keep and
No.
wear for like
No.
ever. You know, like at least
Right.
with the flannels. I wasn't into flannels until like last year. I never thought that I looked good in them. Even any time I wore them, I was like, "You look great." I was like, "I don't like it." And now I'm like,
You were a t-shirt guy?
I'm still a t-shirt guy.
Always t-shirt.
Yeah, t-shirt and shorts is like my jam. But I've moved on a little bit.
In shorts?
Yeah,
All
shorts.
color shorts?
Yeah, I like weird shorts too. Like
You like short shorts? Are you a
honestly,
Daisy?
these days,
Yes! Yes!
I'm into like. I was talking to somebody the other day. These days, I was talking to somebody else. I was like, I wear like, because it used to be like for me, like it was definitely like the '90s like style for me, like the baggy pants,
Janko
big old
jeans.
shirt, yeah, like that kind of shit.
I
like,
had some Janko
big old
jeans.
shit, and like I kept that for too long into my 20s, and now like I'm like short shorts, fucking super tight like stuff. Like these are like these are way tighter than I would ever have worn like 5 years ago even.
Yes,
and
it was like a baggy era. It was like a...
Yeah, and I just kept it for probably like 15 years too long.
They're your pajamas. Like...
Yeah, so like it was like, yeah, I kept it too long, and then it was like, now I'm like, put the moose knuckle out there. I don't give a shit at this point.
Okay, so I'm looking at Google images of new men's runway fashion. And I shouldn't share. Like, look at this.
Why?
Why?
And this is high fashion that's
don't.
generally fucking dumb to me. Like,
Dick, that's you. The shorts.
I mean, you were here when fucking... Did Wingate ever give those back to me? I actually don't know.
I think he left wearing them. Oh
So I have this... Which is super funny. So I have these pair
There's
of...
not enough double-sided
chrome
tape for
leggings.
that, Charlie.
These chrome leggings that are like they're fucking silly to wear. Like they're super tight,
No.
especially on me. Like, cause I ride my bike a
got
bunch.
thighs.
Where did
Yeah.
you buy them?
My sister actually bought them for me. It was from Meggings.com. Like it's an actual like leggings for men scenario. Yeah.
Meggings.
Yeah.
Meggings.
It's a really dumb name. I don't know where they.
Hilarious. I will never forget that.
But
DJ is gonna get a good Christmas gift this year. Like,
let me find a picture for you real quick of. She bought those and.
Do we have like a short snippet video of the deep pantsing?
Yeah, we can find that too.
Oh my gosh.
I'm glad I didn't show anything because it was like.
That was so close. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Mira. It was so close. So Wingate, Eben came in clutch. Deep pants.
Yeah.
Wingate, while we were recording on the podcast.
oh no.
It was 2 weeks ago, yeah.
We missed the tip.
Yeah, it was like there was probably like 2 inches behind the couch.
It was like, thank God there was a shadow.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we would have been shut down.
Yeah, we would have been like banned from Twitch for sure, without question, because there was penis out for sure.
For sure.
Did you sue him? Just kidding.
No, it's Wingate.
Did you take action?
It's Wingate. We got him an Uber.
Oh, there you
I'm-
go. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, which is surprising we got that to work out that way. But
Oh.
let me see if I can find a picture of me in these leggings.
Dick, we're gonna buy you a romper.
I hate rompers. I don't like rompers on girls.
I don't.
Oh, really?
I think they look dumb as shit.
Oh,
What
I
about
could
a
rock a
jumpsuit?
romper.
Well, what?
What about a jumpsuit?
I think the jumpsuit scenario looks better in my opinion.
Okay.
Yes.
But,
Yeah.
like,
I
as,
Long
agree
like-
with
legs
that.
with a romper though?
I can handle the long leg scenario, but like
I'm sure you
as
can.
far as
All right. Okay. Fair enough.
but as far as like the actual outfit goes, I think they look dumb.
DU pants. Yes.
I,
So I've always
Less
had a
to
hard
take
time
off.
with a romper because I'm always afraid your butt's gonna hang out.
Oh.
I was at Sundance and there was a girl who's clearly like not 21 and her like she was jumping around and dancing. You could see her whole butt and I was like, honey,
I
put
mean,
that away. No.
if you can handle it, go for it.
I mean, in that scenario, no.
but
No.
firm no.
Rock out with your dick
All
laid
right,
out.
so
That's
these
accurate.
pictures have a little bit more, but like these are Christmas pictures that my mom wanted to take, and she.
Oh, yes.
So the story goes, and I've had this. I use it elsewhere for this kind of shit too, but my mom was like, I wanted like a Christmas picture of like everybody, and I was like, okay, well let me call one of my friends.
They jump on your low.
Let me
That's
call
what
one of my
double-sided
friends and I'll
tape is
get like
for.
a photo session like set up. And she's like, no, I already bought like
A photographer.
a photographer
Okay.
at like the mall
JCPenney.
in Greeley.
Greeley.
In Greeley. So like not even like the best place to go. And I was like very much like, I will not be doing this. I will not be doing this. And I was like, oh, I will be doing this if all of us dress up silly as shit and then walk in the fucking mall. So these pictures came out of it, but you can see my like chrome leggings here.
Looking
You really did it.
Yeah. And that shirt is super funny too, which my sister also bought for me. Is
your mom like totally like she thought that was great, or no?
It took a little bit of like convincing. Like she knows that like we're all silly anyways, and we do like a bunch of silly shit. But that shirt, you can kind of see it here. It's a sloth on a stripper pole.
Sloths are my favorite. You have no idea. That's great.
Yeah, that. Did Wingate wear them home?
He did.
must
He
have.
wore them home.
I'll have to check.
No, he straight up wore them home. I know that because he walked outside and I was like, you ain't going fucking nowhere.
But
he's like, yeah, I am. I was like, no,
they look
not.
really funny on him because, like, he's
skinny.
He's skinny. He's like 135,
Oh, so it's
140, and 6
So
foot
he's
tall.
like my size, but like
6 foot
6
tall.
foot tall.
Yeah.
Tiny.
Yeah, so he's a pretty skinny dude, and he's wearing these like leggings, so they're like not even stretchy.
They're a little loose.
yeah, they are right, gapping behind
Yeah.
his knees.
It was pretty funny. I can
Where
see
his
if I
butt should be. There's lots
Why
of
was he
fabric.
wearing it?
Because
we just like randomly
we
talked
just
him
talk
into
him
it.
into things. It's Wingate.
Wingate also, I don't know if you ever saw this shirt. He bought me. This is actually like I'm not super proud of this picture because it was like after I punched my own face and broke my own tooth out. But let me see if I can find a picture of this shirt that he bought me. My boss loves this picture because she loves fucking Taylor Swift.
Oh my god. And that's Wingate.
Oh my goodness, I love that so much. So you have that in your closet?
I don't anymore. I think
Because someone has it.
Yeah, Charlie stole it from me also.
Which we don't know if it's crusty. So
Yeah, we don't. I don't want it back.
we're not getting it back from Charlie because good old Blue over here.
Yeah, this fucking guy.
Love you, Blue.
But which is funny, that shirt, it's made of a weird material, so like it's pretty stretchy.
Oh my gosh, do you remember those stupid scrunch shirts?
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. But like when you get them wet, they get like it just stretches out like super huge without stretching it. So like her face was like fucking like this big
Morphed.
when he was in the hot tub when we lived next door. This is wearing my shit. It's pretty normal. But yeah, I like to dress up like and like do weird shit like that. Like we do like last year we did a tricycle race for like it was for like realities for
Yeah,
children.
these are my friends.
I'm like, what?
These are my
I
friends.
can't keep up.
Yeah, I do like
This is my friend. She's
lived
like,
next
Sarah,
door.
there's always something going on in your world. I was like, you should meet my friends.
yeah.
You lived in that hot tub.
So
You lived in the hot tub.
yeah,
Yes.
I never went in the hot tub. It was
the
not
old
good.
man with the boot. Bailey's in a boot. That was
But my friend that owns this house, he also owns the house next door, and we moved in here like a year and a half ago. Where he's trying to buy the whole block. That's kind of the idea. But we had a New Year's party, and yeah, it was shenanigans for sure. Yeah, when there's like we had like. I was in the garage because that's where like all my shit was at the time. Like this couch was in the garage, all my shit was in there, and we're all partying. It was like, come out back, we're all naked in the fucking hot tub. And I was like, I will not be doing that. Like,
No.
Me and T
Next
Swift
time.
here on the couch.
Next time.
wait, I'm confused. Yeah, that's kind of what happens. I thought you had watched it because like you added me on Facebook, so I thought you had
I
watched
watched a few of them,
a few of them.
but not all of them. Like there's a lot,
Yes.
man.
I mean, this is the 36th one,
Yeah.
so we just started like in January. Kind of like
Oh my gosh, our year celebration. What are we going to do?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, well, we're going to have to dress up.
It'll be in the
First.
middle of winter again.
Old man winter.
It was
I'm
just
so excited. This is great. This is fun. Cheers.
Oh. Ah,
Did you not get one yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah, there's
How
those.
sour are they?
They're not super sour. I also have PBR and Montucky in that
You
box
wanna
right there.
hook me up with one of them?
Okay. You want a PBR or you want a Montucky?
I'll take a PBR.
Okay.
What's a Kentucky?
You've never had a Montucky?
Okay.
Try it out if you don't like it. We'll switch it up.
Okay.
Obviously, you know me. It's not cold.
Anchors Light.
Which is funny because I don't really like Coors Light that much, but I'll still drink it.
Yes, the last few episodes were awesome.
We had a pile of people
We had a
2 weeks
pile
ago.
of people the last 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks was like a ton of people. Like we probably had, I think, we were kind of cusping it on the edge 2 weeks ago, where we like almost hit that 10-person mark, where it was like, we might be in trouble if we like air
Social
this
distance,
scenario.
It's a lot of people.
It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, we've had a couple times. Like again, like when my family shows up, it's like there's always like a pile of people too. Like I guess last week, like my sister and my brother-in-law were here last week, and it was pretty fun.
Yes.
But yeah, and that's why like this week when I was like, nobody wants to fucking do it. What the fuck?
You guys ate me.
No, that is not it at all. Dick. I mean,
Just people are busy, and it's not a big
No
deal.
biggie. Yeah.
I'm not like complaining. I haven't had to do one by myself yet, so we're good there.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So
So you've been hanging out with people every weekend for the past
January. 9
no,
months.
since January.
Mm-hmm.
I did a couple people like when like it was like the thick of like the COVID
virus and
shit.
everything.
It was like 4 people total.
And it's only been all of us hanging out. So I've only hung out with like you
yeah.
and you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So we've all been kind of socially
Like
distanced
quarantined
and
and
quarantined together.
Good.
So it's like we're not inviting a bunch of crazy people that we don't spend a bunch of
Randomly.
time with.
Yeah, you're the first person that I actually don't know.
That's fair. I'm mean. Take my temp.
Take my time. I took it earlier. She was 98.1. I took it. It's fine. I take my temp like once a day, every day, just with my kiddos. Twice a day when I have
should I
students.
get my fucking like groceries delivered?
Yep.
Like I went and got booze today. At halftime, I just have that delivered too. It's like
Really?
yeah, it's only a couple dollars.
We're all pretty wise about all of that.
No, I
Yeah.
do like the grocery pickup.
Oh
they
my
don't
gosh.
deliver it.
It's like
Yes, there are deliveries.
I don't do that.
I just get it from
though.
King Supers. It's like $9 to get it delivered.
Wow.
So I'm like, it's almost like not even worth my time to go at that point.
Yep.
Yes.
Click, 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 click. Ooh, this is on sale. Click, click, click.
Yeah, that's kind of like the thing where it's like, and then I have to go in there and like deal with all the people that I don't want to deal with.
Oh, see, Walmart brings it out to my car.
Yeah,
It's perfect.
and you can do that too. Like I just like
The King Supers click list.
It's
does that.
easy.
at one point I'm just like again like delivery for like $10.
I guess I'm cheap. Okay.
I mean that's fair. It's
No,
it's still an
but
expense.
you also, she literally lives like 3 blocks away from Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
I live about 5 from King Supers, so
See, like same thing.
Yes.
I maybe I'm just lazy, and that's kind of the problem. Like I have 2 robot vacuums. There's actually there's actually three in this house. Now that I think about it, so
Roombas? All Roombas?
one's like a full-on Roomba that my roommate stole from his mom, and then I have a Roomba that was given to me last year,
Okay.
and then I bought a new one because I can also put like a mop attachment on it, so like I can do that if I want to.
That's awesome.
But
I mean,
I
it
usually
can do
ju-
that for you if you want it to.
yeah, I usually just mop myself, so it's okay because like all my stuff is like up here. Like I have the kitchen table's mine, but the rest of it's like my roommate's shit, and then mine's all downstairs. Like I have like there's like this is my couch, but like I have leather couches downstairs and
Basement's
TV,
yours.
all that shit. Yeah, it's all my stuff down there.
How many roommates?
Just one.
Oh, okay.
My roommate Seth, who's typically here, he lived here until like May, I think, and then he moved out.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, Scotty's sometimes here. He's usually a little bit.
When he's here for like an hour and then leaves because he can't hang for too long because
He doesn't like being made fun of.
Hey,
He doesn't like
doesn't
that,
like
like getting his shit like kind of kicked in, and Sarah's really good at doing that. And I find it hilarious as shit because he can't. He's like to me, he'll talk back a little bit, but to like Sarah, he will not.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm like, I try to play it real nice. Like I'll give him shit right back when he's giving shit or saying something that's off color, and then I'll give it right back. And then he doesn't know how to take it at first.
Can't handle the jokes.
He can't hang
The
sometimes.
people that constantly talk or have that problem.
They didn't call me Sarah motherfucking Walker for no reason. There's definitely a reason.
Yeah. He's the last like couple months of Sarah's been like hanging around and like doing that kind of stuff. Like he's like not really like he doesn't know what to
Kick
do.
him out. Kick him out. Drive your face in.
Sounds like it.
Sounds
Sounds sure like it.
It's perfectly okay because that's kind of how we operate. Like all we do is talk shit. Like, that's
Talk shit,
what
poke
it
fun,
is.
hang out, have fun. Sometimes we have some serious conversations and then we turn it light real quick. It's just real. We're just doing life.
yeah. It's a standard like anything that like we talk about. And if you can't handle the jokes, get the fuck out of here. I don't give a shit.
So, Dick, I heard you have another name.
My name? Well, you.
Or your actual name, I guess.
So yeah, I'm sure when she like talked about me the first time, it was like Dick. That scenario. Then you found me.
Right.
And then so like she didn't know that.
Right. I've
For,
heard
like,
that.
What, probably 3 years, 2-3 years.
Yeah.
She didn't know my name wasn't Richard. And then,
Duh.
like, my friend Lincoln, we were talking about earlier, made me a Facebook, because I didn't make my own Facebook.
Oh.
Made me a Facebook in, like, 2010, late 2010, early 2011. And then everyone was like, I didn't know your name was Nick. And I was like, what do you, like, how did you not know that? And how are you learning this now? And then that's how I learned about my own Facebook. Because I had no fucking idea. Like, people were like, oh, you're on Facebook now. I was like, I am? Like...
But they wouldn't have known if it was under Richard.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he was adding everybody.
Oh
right.
my God.
He
Yeah,
went
so
through
I
and did
didn't-
everything.
I didn't do anything with it.
Right. So then we're at the hookah bar, and I'm dropping off a hookah, and then they're telling me, and I was mad. I was like, fuck you, no, that's not your name. And then I'm supposed to be checking his ID this whole time. I did not.
Oh no.
Well, because I was there.
This is 10 years
well
ago. It's fine. I'm not incriminating.
But I was also there before she was too, and everybody already knew me as well.
Yes.
So it was not like an issue. Like
No.
yeah.
And I was like, I was so mad. I was so mad.
I remember being up there and you're like, how come I didn't fucking know this? I was like, I don't fucking know.
Because nobody fucking told me. Yeah, I felt
Well,
like a
what's funny is-
shitty friend. I felt like a shitty friend. that's
Most
what
of
it
the
was.
people
It was
in
a
the hookah bar,
secret.
I know.
most of the people in the hookah bar didn't even know.
You could have been in the CIA and nobody would have known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No idea.
Fuck you, Dick. I'm just kidding.
I mean, okay.
I mean,
But yeah, it was one of those like things where like it was just kind of funny. Like over the course of like 6 months, people were like, "What's your name?" And like I still have to explain it like all the time.
no, that's not my name. I'm just a dick.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like, what's funny about that is like, and I explained this like as a story. Like, we were bowling in a league. We've been like 3 or 4 years or whatever, and it's basically like the bartenders league. Everybody's just shit
I know it
canned,
is.
and we're just like having a good time. Like, if you know bartenders are typically there, or they know somebody that's there. I got new coals on to make another bowl. But my name on the board, we were playing another team, and the name on the board was Nick, and then everyone just called me Dick, and like this like lady was like, "Oh, what's up, Matt? I haven't seen your name in a while." But this lady, who I have another story I'll do later. She's like, why do they call you Dick? And so like I'd explain it. And it's actually funny, like it became like we had a bunch of Nicks in my friend group for like a while.
Oh.
But my name, actually, I made my own nickname, which sounds really dumb, and nobody should ever do that, ever. But during, we were bowling in like 2005 or 2006, and I had to make everybody's fucking like silly names or whatever on this bowling scenario we were doing. And
You made yours Dick.
I couldn't think of my own, so I just made mine Dick.
Right.
And then it just stuck. And then everybody just started calling me Dick, and that's what it always was. Because, like, it was, like, Dick, and then we called like, other people by their last name, or, like, shortened version, like G or whatever. And then, like, another one was, like, Tubes, because he had a fucking, like, you know, a drain tube from his brain to his stomach, so we just called him Tubes.
Oh, sure.
So it's just, like, that's just, like, how we, like,
Syphilis.
named the scenario. And then it just stuck. And, like, people, like, I explain that probably 5 or 6 times a year, typically. Where, like, my name is, like, I'm not Richard. It's okay.
You can still call me Dick. I'm not offended.
So what's funny about that whole
Good.
yeah, we'll just put a new one on here in a second. That same lady, I had to explain to her like we were talking about like something and like when I was explaining my name, and she's like, "Wait, like y'all friends like from like 2005 or 2006?" And I was like, "Yeah." And granted, this lady's like probably like 42 or 43,
Okay.
and I'm 34. And she's like, "You guys were old enough to like bowl by yourselves in like 2005," and I was like, "I'm not that much younger than you." Like,
She just must think
she just
she's
had
old. Like,
no idea that like we were even like close to like I'm like we're all in our 30s right here. Like
Yeah.
all of us here are like 30 to 35.
Yeah.
It's the
maybe
drunk.
she wasn't 40, like in her 40s. Like maybe you didn't even look at her ID. Like maybe she.
Yeah, you could kind of tell.
Yeah.
Not like a
Ah.
physical but like a mental capacity where
Ah.
like the drunk 40-year-old like you know I'm not talking like the like
There's a difference.
yeah like when you're like
Okay.
when you're like you know when you see those people that are like in their 40s that are like they have kids that are like,
With a
nearly of
babysitter.
age, all this shit. Like they're not like young kids, but like they fucked around a little bit too much in their early 20s.
Yeah.
That kind of shit.
Yeah.
We're like,
They
oh,
never stopped partying.
yeah, they never stopped
40s.
partying. She was that person.
There
and
we
like,
go.
yeah, like,
Alright.
and it was just like, I was like, oh, you have stacks of like beer and stuff, and like you're like, oh, I have to work tomorrow and like take care of my kids, and I was like, rough.
Jeez.
Yeah, and that was kind of the thing. I was just like, well, at least it's a compliment that I don't look like I'm mid-30s at this point.
Yay.
But it was like, I was just like, yeah, we're old enough to do that. Sorry, lady. That 2006 was like, I mean, it was 15 years ago. I guess it's a while back, but
Isn't that crazy? It feels like yesterday. Feels like yesterday.
I mean,
It's a dick and two chicks. It's true. I thought that we should name this podcast Dick and Chicks. Like Dixie Chicks. Dick and Chicks.
they're not even called the Dixie Chicks anymore. They're just the Chicks.
Really?
Yeah, they changed
Aw.
their name because
Because they no longer live in Tennessee.
possible. Because apparently, like, they thought that their name was like offensive to black people, which I didn't think so.
Oh.
Well,
But I mean, I'm not that person, so I just thought that they were like the wrong like group to like change their name. And that-
right.
because like, in the reality is like Dixie's kind of like, it may have like a bad connotation if you really look deep into it, but overall it's.
They were
not.
ahead of their time of being actually offensive.
I
They're
don't
like,
know,
we could be offensive, so we're
the
going to change
Dixie
our name
Chicks have been
instead.
kind of offensive as like a music group in my opinion, anyways.
You do? You think so?
I've never liked any other shit.
Oh, okay.
When I think of Dixie, like I think of like the Dixie cups. You know what I mean? Like the
You
little,
like Listerine cups?
Yep.
So she works in the dental field?
Fair, fair.
That's what I think.
I think Winn-Dixie. I think the grocery stores. I think the
Grocery
South.
stores.
I think the South, yeah.
I mean,
I think
Dixie
Publix.
is the South. That's kind of
Yeah.
the idea. The only song that they ever did that I liked at all was like Earl. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so like, it's fucking dumb overall. Earl Had to Die, like, it's a dumb song, but like that's the only one that I've ever liked from them once. So I can't think of another
Dixie
one.
Crats.
All right.
Dick's
Cue it.
ladies.
What?
Dick and
Cue
ladies.
it. Cue it up.
I can't because
Yeah,
we
we can't.
Copyright strikes.
Copyright.
Explain this.
Yeah. Yes.
She did.
I did explain this.
She really did.
I told her about when we got in trouble.
You're right.
It's all my fault.
Yeah.
I told her all the things.
That's insane.
What
But it
part?
makes sense.
What part's insane? Welcome to the podcast.
Hey,
Y'all, this is Mira.
what did you think of your beer?
I'm enjoying it. How do you rate your sour?
It's a little salty.
You
should try it. It's a little, like-
salty beer.
It really is.
That's a lager. You're not gonna like it.
It's
You're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like this.
It's kind of sour and salty, and
Oh, that's real salty.
it's salty.
I feel like that would be great if you mixed it with like a V8 and a Coors Light.
Oh my god.
That's a lake beer.
You're onto something. A V8.
What?
Is
V8, Coors Light, and this beer she's got.
no Coors
I
Light.
feel like it'd be great sitting on the lake with
just
like
this and V8.
Morning fishing.
This and V8, and I'll be good.
Yes.
I like V8. A lot of people don't like V8.
I don't mind it. You and I would drink it all the time at work.
Love V8.
So, Mira, who are you?
What? Oh. I
Tell
thought
us about
someone
your
asked
stuff.
that. I was
Nope.
like, why do you care?
Nope. Well, nobody knows you, and we've got people watching. So, who is you?
I'm Sarah's best friend.
It's a salty sour.
It really is.
Evan likes sours.
It's good, man. It's a key lime pie gose. Ghost.
Goose.
It's
Duck,
vanilla
duck, goose.
and sea salt. It tastes like key lime pie, but it's salty.
It's not sweet.
But it's good. It's fine.
It's good.
I don't know. Ask Dick. He's the one who bought these.
It's a while back. It's good. I think we should work on getting beer sponsors.
And now that'd be dope.
I'll do it for you. I'll go out. Do you have a business card? You got a logo yet?
I don't have my logo yet either.
You want me to help you with that?
What's your name? What's the name of the band?
It's Dick's Patio Podcast.
Oh yes. Oh yes. I'm sorry. So
I'm on it, but I don't remember the name of it.
Dick's Patio Podcast. Should your logo just be like a giant penis?
You could.
I'm not trying to go
penis
like.
mic. I'm just kidding.
that might be something that we throw in there. I've had some mock-ups and stuff. I just haven't finished it yet.
Okay, because I will go and I'll put on a face and I'll go walk over to the local breweries and do the thing.
You need a hookah on your card. Your
Yeah,
podcast
I'm
always
not a
has
huge.
hookah.
I think business cards are stupid now.
Sure.
Because like, what's the point of that? Like, I've done like.
It is.
But
good.
you could still make a logo and not put on. The
Yeah,
business
it's gonna
card.
be a logo. Like, I have an intro like this. My YouTube ones I'm gonna start changing to where like we're gonna live stream it, but then like I will also have like an edited version.
Perfect.
So it's like not like edited, but like it'll have like an intro and like if we do get
whole thing.
sponsors, we can start like tossing that shit in there.
Good.
But it's not. I've been too busy staring at a computer screen all day,
Yeah.
where I'm like, I'm kind of done staring at a computer screen all day.
Totally.
Yeah.
What? Oh,
What the fuck is going on right now?
he's asking about the beer.
Oh. We had those when you were here like a month ago, I think. Oh, he had a Montucky that night, so he wouldn't have had those. Because Tyler's been on the podcast too. I was actually like mildly surprised he didn't hit me up, to be honest.
Yeah. Seriously.
Let's see if we can get this hookah going here. It's time for me to have another beer.
All right. So, Dick is your nickname. What other nicknames do you have?
I have a couple actually. My mom calls me Bud, and that's
Yeah.
actually like a nickname from like, my grandparents always thought that like I was like my great grandfather in the
Okay.
way that I act and the way that I am, which is funny because he was their favorite and nobody in my family talks to me.
They had too
I
much
like
of the
it.
grandpa, and then they're like,
They had
Yeah,
too
I
much
think-
senior Dick, and they're
Yeah,
not ready
exactly.
for junior.
He was
Can't handle the junior.
He was a pretty crazy dude. Him and his wife, she passed away like my great grandma passed away like a couple years back, but they owned a car dealership in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. So like that's like, the car thing just kind of like in my family is because of that. But yeah, apparently like I'm like him a lot. Apparently, that's what I've been told. Like he died 12 years before I was born, so there's no way I ever met him. But apparently, like you're the reincarnation. I was like,
Wife. That's true. You two are. Oh my gosh, what is that movie with Adam Sandler and what's his face? And they're firefighters and they get legally married.
oh yeah, with Kevin Smith or Kevin James.
Yes.
I don't remember what this called because
I don't know what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about.
They just wanted the insurance
They
scenario,
just-
which
yes.
is really weird that they both worked there, but they couldn't have insurance unless they were married.
Right.
which is like, don't you like get your
Well, they both worked at the same place. So the wife thing is actually funny because like my sister always called Eben my wife. Like it was like, "Where's your wife?" Because he was always around when he lived here, all the time. So yeah, that was like,
Dick and Evan.
Yeah.
Love it.
All the time. Yep.
so yeah, my sister was like, "Where's your wife?" And that's where like that comes from.
Chuck and Larry. Yes.
There it is.
Thank you, Ty. Yes.
nickname.
Chuck and Larry is the movie.
Oh yes,
that I was
yes,
talking
yes,
about.
yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
But
haven't seen
I didn't know if like she asked about
Since it came
nicknames,
out.
so I didn't know if like
Yes.
Chuck and Larry was like a nickname.
No.
You know,
Husband, wife.
You
Right.
know.
Yes.
So the thing with Dick comes along is there's a lot of ways to construe that. So like there's like people call me Dickie, Dickopopoulos, like
Do you know Lil Dicky?
oh of course. I was listening to him a little earlier. Lil Dicky's the jam.
It's the great.
I saw him like right.
Did you watch the Netflix like? Or it's Hulu.
Yeah, it's on Hulu. It's on FX, but yeah, it's on Hulu.
Something. It's good.
I've seen the first season. I haven't watched any of the second season yet.
I didn't even know there was a second season.
Yeah, so it's pretty good. What's funny is like the Gator dude on that one
I love it.
was his actual name is Gator, and that's actually his story of how
Dick
he
and
met
fucker.
Lil
Lil
Dicky.
Dicky?
Yeah. So I got to see Lil Dicky like right as he blew up
Yeah.
at the Fox in Boulder.
Cool.
Fun.
Like literally like right as like Save That Money dropped.
So fun.
Right as the album dropped, we got to see him like randomly got a show going, and there's like me, Avery's girlfriend at the time, one of her friends, and we went, and it was a ball of the time. It was so fun.
Oh my god.
And I love the Fox because I love
Fox is so
I
fun.
love small venues like
Yes.
for shows. It's the best.
Oh my gosh, it's the best. It's the best. Well, we were spoiled because we just would hang out at the Aggie. Like we just grew up going to the Aggie and then going to the hookah bar and doing whatever we wanted. Going to Tony's, like that's yeah. I saw 303 seven
Running the
times.
street.
You know, I saw 303 this year.
You did?
What?
They were probably terrible.
It was
This
on.
year?
It was on 303 days. 'Cause my sister's birthday is a day after, so she bought tickets for her
right
birthday.
before quarantine.
And it was 303. Who else was it?
Or no.
There was like Little John was there.
No way! Oh my gosh!
He's a really bad DJ, but he went to a rap set and it was actually good. But yeah, wasn't it? Like I like a couple of 303 songs,
Aw, lucky.
and they all sound exactly the same. Like every one of their songs. So like if you hear them like every once in a while, you're like, fuck yeah, like dope. And then like, but you hear it like
In a set,
one
you're like-
after another, and you're like,
Oh.
gross. Just firm no.
Yeah. Oh gosh, so fun.
Yeah, we saw them right before. I mean, that was, in March, right before like quarantine, like
That's
really
what I was
hit and all that
thinking.
shit.
How cool.
It was like on a Tuesday.
Was it Red?
Wow.
Where? Red
It was at the Mission Ballroom in Denver.
Whoa. Okay,
Have you ever been there?
Yes, I have.
I love the Mission. It's so
Aw.
good.
I haven't been there.
Yeah, it's brand. I mean, they just opened like
It's
last like
beautiful.
September, October.
Really?
Yeah, it's.
trying to
I've
think
seen
who I
like
saw
3
there.
shows there now.
Really?
Yeah,
Can't
I saw
remember.
like Black Star Gang with Talib Kweli and Mos Def, and then we saw. I think me and Kate went and saw like Lucero in January.
Isn't that crazy
Fun.
that like all concerts like aren't a thing right now?
I know, it's really bumming me out. 'Cause it's like
All of us.
I mean, like the end of last year was like rough, anyways, because like all the shows that I had paid so much money to see all these shows, and they all got either canceled, like in the end before like like September to August to December last year. I had like probably like 15 shows canceled, and I was like, so I was like trying to like go and do this shit, and now this year it's like, cool, nothing. I've seen.
No, one person.
I gotta see Lucero 303, and then I gotta see Burt Kreischer at the drive-in for the comedy shows.
Really?
Yeah, that was super fun. Because I like comedy shows also.
Me too.
It's kind of my jam.
Yeah. We gotta go to a comedy show.
Well, and they're starting to do them again live at Comedy Works in Denver.
Yes.
They're doing live streams and like a
I'm down.
show.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Sure, let's find one to go to. Because
Let's do it.
I think I don't know. Yeah, they've been starting to do them. I really like Comedy Works anyways. They're super fun.
That's literally. I miss going to shows. I miss doing comedy stuff. I miss like going to and watching people like try stand up. Like I loved stand up nights.
Are you a
Uh,
karaoke
so fun.
girl?
I am a karaoke girl. I'll karaoke all day.
Yeah, I definitely. I'm not a huge fan.
No.
If I get,
Would you watch?
If I
Yes.
So my thing is like I used to like when I was bartending, like it was my least favorite day to bartend was karaoke night.
Right.
And then I kind of got into it, and then it was like if I get drunk enough, put some Bob Seger on, and I'm like in. Bob Seger and like a couple like hip hop artists, I'm in for
man, I love
sure.
it.
But Bob Seger's like turn the page, like
Yes.
or like night moves, like I'm.
So it's karaoke night.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, what's your go-to
Send 'em in.
karaoke?
Send 'em
what's
in.
your what's your go-to karaoke?
I don't karaoke.
You don't
I've never
karaoke?
karaoke in my life, to be
What?
honest.
You don't want to? Have you never wanted to? Anything?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
It depends.
I mean,
I wouldn't be
I
the
mean,
first
yes.
one on the stage, but
No.
like maybe.
Well,
I'll
of course
give me
not. Nobody
give
wants
her
to hear
3
the-
shots of tequila. She's on.
Oh,
all right. Well,
ooh.
There's some right there.
yeah. There's tequila, whiskey, and rum out here. So, because for some reason we have a bottle of Malibu. I don't even know why.
I know. I keep seeing this out here. I don't see anyone touch it.
Well, it's because like I don't have any Fireball, so we're not making the whatever the fucking shots that like Travis likes to drink.
Oh right.
I mean, there's
What
Pauly
about
Shore's
cigarettes?
next weekend. Or is it next week? Next week. Ron Funches is like in a couple weeks. I don't know if you know who that is. He just kind of started popping off.
Really?
He's pretty funny.
I'm game. I'm game. What? It would have to be a Thursday night or
Okay.
Saturday night. The 10th, I've got a wedding in Durango.
Okay, well we can figure something out on that one
Yes.
because there's.
I
I
mean, we
like
got
going to
time.
them and like I have no problem. Like right now, I'm like, if I die, I die.
I know.
Die.
I'm like, I'm content. I'm content.
Yeah.
It's a good place to be.
But yeah, those Tom Papa would be pretty fun. I like Pauly Shore too, but I don't know if his stand-up's any good,
I don't know if his stand-up's any good either.
to be honest. But yeah, it's like I guess it's Braun Funches as a virtual event. That's not what I want. But
Fair. So did he come up with questions for me?
Oh yeah, did you come up with some questions?
no, I did not.
Love it. I was ready for like my 5 minutes, 10 minutes of fame, 2 seconds of fame.
Well, I mean, either way, you can like. That's kind of the point. Is just kind of spill it out, anyways.
All right. Evan, ask Mira a question. Tyler, ask Mira a question.
He wants to know what's
Y'all don't
playing
know.
1022.
That's when he's going to be back, probably.
Oh, yeah.
To pick up the truck.
So, and I was thinking about having a birthday party for myself on the 23rd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get down at Sarah's.
Get down.
All right.
Or wherever. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of space. We can hang out in my classroom. We can play with Play-Doh.
It's a masquerade.
That's how it gets really messy.
I know. I know. All I ask
bunch
is
of drunk
don't
adults with
mix the
Play-Doh?
colors. Don't mix the colors. I also have a ball pit. Like a flat out, like the McDonald's ball pit.
Obviously.
It's like going back to like Chuck E. Cheese days.
Yes. I have the parachute.
You have the rainbow parachute.
I have a parachute, you guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Totally in on that one too.
Do you have like the paper like red and yellow like building blocks and they're like this big?
Yes. Yes. The red, yellow, and blue.
They are blue.
Yes.
That's the other color.
I also have some foam ones. I've got woodblock ones. Yes, Mira.
I know Sarah because she used to work at my orthodontist office with me.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was my
We used to
treatment
make
coordinator.
smiles.
Yeah, we made smiles.
We made smiles, baby.
Yes. She actually was my treatment coordinator that signed me up after my sister had orthodontic treatment through her office. They pulled a miracle for my sister. And then I came in. I was like, all right, you can help me out too. And then Mira set me up. And then I went to dental school. Don't eat the crayons. Yeah, please don't eat all my crayons. My kids like to use them to draw.
Don't pick your nose with them.
Please wash your hands. Wash your hands. And then I went to dental school while I was in treatment, and then graduated. Gave my orthodontist my resume, and then he hired me. And so then we were working together for a year and a half, and I left in January, and she's been there for 3
we've
years.
been friends for 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, but we've known each other longer.
3 or so. Yeah. Kate, I love you. I wish you were here because it would literally be Dixie Chicks and Dick.
Please come.
4 miles. That's good. Yeah, that's good.
Smooth, I guess.
That's
good.
good.
That's good. That is good.
Not very convincing on that one, but
That's good. No, I'm sorry for that. Good. Sometimes I'm not so smooth with my delivery. I know.
there's always more time.
Always.
Always more time.
All right. So we went over Dick nicknames. So that's all you got is Dick.
I mean,
Bud?
pretty much like again, the dick kind of like makes it like crazy. So
Dick and Bud.
We got Dick Bud over here.
Bud Dick.
We got a butt of Dick over
Bud
here.
Dick. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I don't really. I mean, Nick on its own is already kind of a nickname, so it's like
Never Dickie.
always Dickie.
Always
Kate calls me Dickie all the time.
Kate
I
so.
like that.
Yeah, Dickie's a pretty popular one. My friend Alyssa calls me Dickopopoulos. Avery and half the people I know at work call me Dickster.
Dick cheese.
Gross.
All right, moving along. Sarah, what?
You can't have cheese.
Yeah, I'm lactose intolerant, so I
So
can't
sorry.
do cheese.
That's really funny.
But dick cheese is so much grosser anyways, just on its own.
It reminds me of Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, it's words we don't put together.
Oh man.
So I know Sarasota.
Sarah Soda. For a very short time in my life, it was like 6 months, I was a chunky baby. And so my dad called me Sarasota because there was a wrestler that apparently I looked like with all my roles.
I don't know this one.
I know. So then,
I know
my
the
family
Sarasota.
calls me-
I don't know the
Yep,
reason behind it.
soda. That's the soda thing. Ew, no, you're done.
I'm so sorry.
So that's soda. So I'll respond to soda or Sarasota, all that. Boots. That was a nickname I got after I came back from Georgia. Just wearing boots all the time. And then Walker, Texas Ranger. Because when I would make my sales calls and I'd have to call in for a credit report, you had to like say your last name. You had to say your last initial and like what it represented. And so there was one guy I worked with, his last name was Thompson. So he'd call in, we're calling into like Puerto Rico to do a credit check. And he'd call him, he's like, yeah, my last name's something T as in tsunami. Talking like foreigners that have no idea.
Yeah, no clue what that word means at all. That starts with a T, not an S.
So I would say Sarah W as in Walker, Texas Ranger. And then some people would catch it. Some people would be like, oh, like Chuck Norris? Yes.
I like how you like use like something that is your name.
Yes, I know.
It's Sarah W. Walker, Texas Ranger.
So there's that one.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Hookah Bar was the Sarah motherfucking Walker. That was that. And then what else do I have?
But who named you that? Yourself, the Sarah MFN Walker?
I have no idea.
I have
how
no
that
idea.
started.
It just happened.
kind of is those things.
Yeah.
Well, at the time too is like.
MFN.
MFN Walker.
At the time too, like you worked with another Sarah.
I did work
also.
with another
There was
Sarah.
two Sarahs. So like we always called them by like their full name.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's like where that like came
Yeah.
from.
Yeah, yeah. And then I would then somebody would get smart at the hookah bar. I'm like, excuse me, do you know who you're talking to? I'm
Yeah, there's
Sarah
always been an
motherfucking
attitude with
Walker.
this one. Always an attitude. So
Don't you talk to me like that.
there was never any like shame in that like whole scenario either.
No.
And honestly, since it was mostly girls at the hookah bar at the time, pretty much
She
had
got
to
away
have
with
it
it.
anyways. You had to.
Yeah.
Because otherwise people just like try to walk all over you.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Oh, so fun. Yeah, so those are my nicknames.
I had Mira Mira on the wall.
Okay.
That was like the major nickname.
That was like the high school one where I'd be like, I don't know how to be creative.
More like middle. Middle was hell.
Middle was hell.
More like middle.
Okay.
Middle school?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, middle school's always like rough anyways.
Yeah.
Because it's like when like people like realize they can like talk shit to other people.
But
Nobody
even
has
then, like
braces
Mira
and
Mira on the
everyone's
wall, I'll
awkward.
take it. Like,
Yeah,
it
but
could
you-
be-
You can't go bad. Like, my name has a like, again, my first and last name is basically penis and penis. Or like you can like misconstrue it as like anus in the other one, like kind of scenario. So.
I mean, sometimes Miracle, people to piss me off would say Myra.
Oh, on purpose?
Yeah. Oh, no Myra.
No Myra?
It's Mira.
I mean.
Mira, like Miracle, come on.
I got you, but like if you like really like went around it, like Mira's like not that far off.
Mira, Myra.
Yeah, like all of them is like not really that far off.
Okay, Richard.
I'm just saying, like you got like mad about it, but I'm just saying it's not that far off if you don't know.
Fair
Because
enough.
like it'd be like one of those like if your name was like Mira or whatever, like and they're like,
I was just proud that Evan spelled it right. I was like, hey,
Yes.
thanks.
no Y's here.
None.
All right, so that's all on nicknames, friends. Catch you next time. Like,
It's one of those like again like nicknames are one of those things like. I mean, mine is very like random, but like most people like if they have like that weird nickname, you're like, how did you get this? And there's like some like
see, I wanted to know. That's what
Yeah.
started this, yeah.
yeah, no, mine's just I made my own up like a fucking creep. So
Well, bowling.
yeah.
Did you even win?
I
sure
don't-
hope you
I don't
did.
even know to be
Oh.
honest. Like my friend Paul's name, we called him Big Pussy, and like. But
Where are you from?
Greeley, Colorado, born and raised, where he got his shitty pictures taken in the mall.
So you know, I love Greeley actually. Like I used to work at Spreadley Bar in
Oh,
Greeley,
cool.
and I made a ton of money and had a lot of fun over there.
Good.
Because we just used to throw huge parties over there too, and like, it was just like silly as shit.
Yeah. Born and
And-
raised, it's grown. It's grown a lot.
It's
Same with Windsor, same with Fort
yeah,
Collins,
it's
same with all of it.
it's
but,
all
like,
very different than it was 10 years ago.
Which,
But-
by the way, we went to that Peculiar Brewery right across the street from
10
my
out
house.
of 10.
Yeah.
So great.
Peculiar is what's called?
Peculiar, and they have like 3
It's really
sour beers on
fancy.
top, and then 1 in a can. It's a key lime pie. And apparently, it's
That's
rated
kinda legit.
really well. Mm-hmm.
But just
Yeah.
like the layout is so, like the vibe
so
is
nice.
dope.
Rad.
It's so nice.
I
It
haven't
is so
gone
nice.
to a brewery in a while. Now that I
It was
think about
fun.
It was really nice, and then like not only is it the brewery, but then there's also an Italian restaurant in there. Then there's like a rustic.
That reminds me of a bar that used
Nice.
to be really.
Really?
There was the Italian restaurant. It was like, what's it called? I can't. It was like Sky or something.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, it's been years now. It was like a restaurant during the day, and then they would move all the tables to one side of it, and there was a nightclub at night, and it was fucking horrible. But it was like
gosh, that's
super.
so
It was like the first like club
Are you
scenario.
talking about Starry Night? Starlight. It's like
I don't know what it is now,
Okay.
but back in the day,
Cactus.
This is like Cactus was like
Cactus isn't even a thing anymore.
I know, but like that was like the only like club scenario that was like prior to that place, and like Whiskey Open and all that
whiskey.
shit.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was like trash. At least it wasn't Sturgis, South Dakota. I mean, yeah, I was born in a very tiny town that's very well known in the States. So I was born in Sturgis, South Dakota.
Oh, my
Wow.
mom. No, my mom was born here. I think. No. Yep, my mom was born. Wait a minute. I don't know where
Hold
my mom was born.
Wait a minute.
Let me pull up yeah, my mom was. I think my mom lived in South Dakota, like right near Sturgis, for a while.
So-
That's where my mom's dad is from.
Windsor, born and raised.
No, I was born in
Ooh.
Denver.
Ooh.
Born in Denver, lived in Denver for a little bit, Loveland, Windsor, and then I lived here in Fort Collins, lived in Georgia, Longmont,
Yeah.
Windsor.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
South Dakota.
I can't count how many places I moved.
South Dakota to where?
What?
South Dakota. Then
Yeah.
what?
And then here. That's one of the places I've lived.
Straight up Fort Collins. Like,
Yep.
boom.
Yeah, we moved here in '91, and I was 5,
Oh.
and then I just
That's where
been
I
here.
was born.
Yeah. So yeah, like it was like right after Amanda was born, we moved here, because Amanda was born in '91, and we've been here just ever since. Like I've thought about like leaving, and like I've gone like places, just because.
Visit.
But Fort Collins is great. Like,
Yeah. Well, it's like kind of like the climate is very temperate. Like the mountains are close, and I like to snowmobile and do all the shit, and like
Yeah,
Have
by
fun.
the way, this guy is snowmobiling.
ooh.
it's my favorite thing to do on the planet.
That
Yeah,
sounds
this guy
great.
also almost died on us, breaking both his femurs.
Ooh.
Snowmobiling. No
Not
big
great.
deal.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I have metal, both sides, my legs. I broke both my femurs in an accident. What? It's almost 8 years ago now. It'll be like in January, it'll be
Jesus,
eight
yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I did do that.
You almost moved out there?
No, I was out there in 2014 for a month.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
All I did was I drank a lot, I ate a lot,
And
just
hung
went to
out
a
with your
lot of
wife.
hookah. No, I mean a little bit. He had to work the whole time, so like I just hung out with his girlfriend at the time, the whole
yeah.
So
the whole time.
that's mainly what you did.
Mainly. She's trying to.
I always call whenever like I ask him like he's like, "How's it going out there?" And I'm like, "Good," or what, whatever's going on. And I'm like, "How's the main life?" That's
It's the joke.
yeah, that's the joke.
I thought I was witty. It's fine.
I mean, you got it at least.
You did- there you are.
You didn't like sway like a random like, "How's the port in Portland?"
So you made this peach.
I
She
did.
did.
You made this peach.
This is my peach stuff.
E.
Yeah. Shine and honey whiskey.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So how are the cherries, Sarah? Did you eat them all?
We ate them all.
She made some shine also with the cherries.
Yep.
I did.
Yep, she was with me for that.
Okay.
We were
We did
cherry
all
picking
that.
together. We went cherry picking and pitting and all that. We
So
did that
I'm letting
together.
mine ferment for until
A while.
Christmas.
Oh, that's so
And then I'm
smart.
gonna give them away as Christmas gifts.
I've got a couple left.
Sarah's like, chugging it, like giving it head.
Instantly! I shared it instantly!
Yeah, she brought some like right away.
Immediately.
Good stuff.
Because that was like when you first like started come hanging around again. So like you just brought all of it here.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know where we're getting moths in fucking September.
It's the weather, man. It's the weather.
I don't fucking get it. The bugs have been fucking weird. The bugs have been weird this year. Just because like, I don't know, the temperatures have been fucking all over the place.
All right, I mean, knock on wood. But no hail.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been really lucky with that scenario.
So far this year.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
that's
know.
the, yeah, seriously.
That's why I'm like, before it even comes out of my fucking mouth. Like,
Yeah, we don't need to deal with that at all.
No.
I drive a very shitty car, so I don't really care anymore. But yeah, I just like my car is both my pairs of Jordans we paid for.
You like that
so.
peach shine? Did it pair well with your apple crisp?
Was it crispy?
He never made any fucking bacon weave when he was here.
What the fuck?
What is that even?
So like he does this candy. So a bacon
Evan
weave
is
is
an incredible cook.
yeah he.
Yes.
Incredible
Chef?
cook.
No. Chef.
No.
He's not a chef, but he should be.
Oh,
He
like
should be.
honestly, like
Honestly.
dude can cook
Huh.
like crazy.
Okay.
Crazy.
It's kind of a bummer he likes machining so much because he's a much better cook than he's a machinist. I joke. He's like a good machinist too, but he makes this like candied bacon weave. So it's candy with
so good.
yeah. So it's like bacon weave is basically just stacking bacon like you would like a quilt.
Right.
Like a pie.
Yeah.
Like a pie.
Yeah.
Kind
And
of.
so like he'll like do that, but then he'll like make like
So good.
like the candied part is made out of like Fireball like whiskey, yeah. And it's super fucking dank. And he didn't make any of it this time.
That sounds great.
He only cooked for me like 3 times when he was here. He was here for like 2 full weeks.
Robbery.
I agree. He bought all this food that I had to throw away because it's been here for 2 weeks. And
Come
now,
on. He's saying ouch because you said dick.
There's a whole docking scenario. Doesn't really work out that way, but
I don't know. Have you seen a catheter before?
yeah, I've experienced that.
No, I wasn't fucking with you.
I have experienced this, and it's not as bad as people say it is. To be honest.
No, it's not that bad.
It feels weird when it's taken out, but that's all I can say.
I don't want to know.
It's like there was something here, and now it's not. I don't know how to explain it other than that.
Like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Because like I was fully like when they took my catheter after I broke my legs.
Where'd they weave?
It was a weird experience because I was fully awake, no like painkillers or whatever, and it's like kink, and I was like, huh, it's not that bad. It really wasn't that bad. I don't know how it was when they put it in because I was dosed out.
Numb
But
from this way down.
yeah, they had I was fully put out. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, they did it like because when I broke my legs, it was probably like middle of the night. It was probably they did all the surgery about like 1:30, 2
He's
in the
also
morning.
Fight for Life
You
and all
said
that stuff.
you said your IV, right? Is that what you're talking
We were
about?
talking
No,
about
my
catheter.
catheter.
I was like, oh fuck. I was like, okay, wait, hold on. I was on my phone for a second, like,
We're talking
I thought you were
about
talking
shit going in
IVs,
his penis.
but then I was gonna ask you about a catheter. But that's what you're talking
Yeah, so
about.
like I didn't, I
see.
wasn't awake for when they put it in,
Ooh.
but I was fully like aware when
So
they
how
pulled
long
it
was
out.
the surgery? Like, how do they depend if they're gonna give you one or not?
Well, they usually give you one
How do
if
they
you're doing
determine that?
anything from this way down for surgery or anything. So even myself, like when I had my cyst
You had a
surgery,
catheter.
they gave me a catheter. I didn't have it when I woke up or anything like
Right,
that.
of course.
But like in the middle of surgery, you
Just
have
in
that.
case.
Him with his situation and all of that.
Yeah, so I had it
Much
in there for, I think 2 days,
Wow.
3 days afterwards. But yeah, I was like fully functioning, and they're like, eh, and I was like, cool. It's a really weird feeling when they pull it. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like there's just air where like you just like it feels like there's air where like there just normally isn't air. It's kind of the idea.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird scenario.
Oh no.
Like, and again, it didn't hurt at all. It just felt odd.
Airy.
Yeah, it was just weird. Like, there's space that I'm
I've
not
never
sure
had
about.
a catheter.
Good.
No.
Yeah, keep it that way.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, I
as
will.
long as you can.
Thanks.
I'm again like when I broke my legs, I was like, the biggest thing for me is like I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
I may be like
It's a 1
Kinda
star
like-
Yelp.
kind of like bionic at this point, but like I still don't recommend it. Like,
Even being robot.
yeah.
He bikes a lot. He's super active.
That's
like
so
does all that stuff.
cool.
Yeah. It's full on.
Yeah, that's the only reason
We
why
were
I'm
all
alive, to be
terrified
honest.
you weren't gonna make it through all of that stuff.
I guess I could like tell you what it is since you haven't heard it. Like I've told on the podcast a
Everybody
couple
knows.
times.
Yeah, but you gotta hear this.
So this is
Dick stick.
Felt weird.
Dickie.
Dickie.
We got Dick and Dick Jr.
So this is like, it'd be 8 years in January. And I've ridden snowmobiles for
Ever.
my entire life. Like, I can't remember a time we didn't ride sleds in my entire life. Like, it's always been a snowmobile scenario. And yeah, we can put them on there and start a new round here shortly. But so like, I remember
tip or what happened? Like,
so I was doing about 110 to 115 miles an hour, and I went to go off like the trail where we were. It's in Wyoming. It's only a couple hours from here. The trail is like in the ditch right there because there's a gas station at the end of the trails.
Okay.
So we're going down this trail, and I've gone that speed before this and since then too. Like literally the next year, I jumped the same scenario at 95 miles an hour. So it's like an ingress into the field, so the ditch, and then there's like a hump, and it's probably only like
right, but if you're going fast enough,
yeah, you get like some air, and it's pretty fun. So like maybe pretty fun for me is not pretty fun for other people, but it might be terrifying.
But did you die?
I didn't somehow. But yeah, so like I went to go over this like inlet into the field, and normally it shoots you up probably like 7 or 8, maybe up to 10 feet.
Okay.
And like you just launch off there, and I'm sure it looks super sick, but it feels super cool. It's super fun, and you launch off there and you land and it's like probably like quarter mile of a gas station. So
did you go in the ditch, Dick?
So I hit the inlet. Instead of going over it, it like smashed into it, and it launched, and like, you know when you bump your head and you get like this like mild blackout moment for like 200 milliseconds. Yeah, your brain smashes the front of your dome, like kind of scenario, like that kind of shit. Like so that kind of happened when I hit. So I crashed in the front of it, and then I came out of that blackout moment about 35, 40 feet in the air. And my first instinct is grab the sled, because if I get the sled, I'm good. But I'm just far enough away from the snowmobile that I can't quite grab it. It was like on the back of the seat, like I'm doing this, like trying to grab it. And then I was like, well, that's not happening. So I grabbed the helmet, and I go to do the standard tuck and roll. I didn't quite make it all the way sideways.
Wow.
And I dug in, and then I rolled a whole bunch.
Were you by yourself?
No, I was with a pile of people.
Okay, good.
Yeah, like I don't recommend doing like anything that dumb by yourself.
You know, yeah, that's what I was asking. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, no. So like, I roll, and the only reason I know this distance is I got a fucking ticket for this too. But the state patrolman measured from where the start of it was to where I finished rolling, and it was about 314 feet, which is just over a football field's length of airtime and rolling, because I was going so fast. And
projection. So
yeah.
seatbelts?
There's no seatbelts on the snowmobile.
Yeah,
it's because you have to move around when you ride. Like again, like it's standing, it's sitting, it's moving, it's doing the whole thing. But yeah, so I rolled that way, and I knew something was wrong, but my adrenaline had been pumping so much that like I couldn't feel it yet. And so the first thing I did is like I rolled, and I landed on my right side like after I finished rolling, and I was like, that fuck. As I'm rolling,
like, I'm alive though.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, cool.
So like I see my feet going, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna hurt. This is not like something a normal thing whatsoever. Like this fucking is gonna hurt. So I land on my right side. I finish rolling on my right side. I roll over, and I'm like, first thing I do, let's check the toes. See if I can move the toes. Make sure I'm not like fucking like already, fully like paraplegic scenario.
Right.
Feel my toes, moving my boots, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. But then seatbelts.
I didn't know. I've never been on a snowmobile. Let's not.
Think of like a 4-wheeler on crack. This snowmobile weighs about 400 pounds, 425 pounds, and makes 180 horsepower.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's a pretty up here
You
scenario.
don't need to take like classes to ride this or like.
No, there's no like licensing for it or anything. You just ride. And again, I've been doing it. At that point, I've been doing it for 25 years. I was like, I remember again. My earliest memories could be like attained to a snowmobile
That's
scenario.
Cool.
So
second nature for you.
Yeah, it's very much a normal
Unlike
thing for
me, who thought they had seatbelts. Evan. Jeez, come on.
Think like dirt bike, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So
See, I'm thinking like a buggy at first, but now
okay.
I know what they're looking like.
Yeah.
I get it.
So,
Like,
like,
a slide almost ish.
yeah, I would put it like it rides kind of like a 4-wheeler does.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of like that. Like the actual way that it rides. Oh, nice.
I brought the bubbles out.
Perfect.
If you knew how a 3-wheeler rode, like an old school like 3-wheeler, they ride almost exactly the same as that.
Yeah, he is.
But yeah, so then I felt like
I heard you ask for seatbelts. I was like, no.
I don't know this stuff.
No, so yeah, yes. You're gonna enjoy some adventures with my adventurous friends. That's for sure.
so yeah, like
Mira
it's,
or no.
Yeah.
I think we should do like some video inserts of like putting Mira on some 4 wheels.
It could be a whole name of a video or what.
Yeah, actually, let me like find one real quick so you can see it. Like, I'm sure I got pictures of that I've done there.
I mean, that makes you sound very
Badass.
yeah, and very
He's badass.
like Colorado. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I really like. I mean, again, it's my favorite thing to do on the whole planet. I haven't got to do a whole bunch in the last like couple years. I blew my snowmobile up this year, which is super fun. But I need uploads just so you can kind of see what they are.
May I ask where you go in Wyoming?
Snowy Range.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's kind of the jig. It's a very wide variety of kind of riding you can do there. You can do like the steep and deep, or you can do standard trail riding. There's a lot of fun stuff to do there. Let's see here. I'm surprised there's not more pictures of it, but yeah, there's a lot to that story if you want to hear the whole thing.
Always.
Okay. So, after I moved my toes, I was like, okay, I'm good. And I was like, well, let me see if I can move the rest of my body at this point. And I went, everything else I checked out good. I went to move like the majority of my legs, and it felt like I had another set of knees. Which is the weirdest feeling that I've ever had in my entire life.
Ooh.
Yeah, like, you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
So yeah, I broke them both about right here on both sides. Which is a surprising bone to break in that way, because like typically like tibia fibia, like those kind of things would break easier. Knees, ankles. I sprained my ankle. It's actually permanently sprained. It's like if you look at it, like it's significantly larger than my right, like my left one is than my right one. My knee was bruised, but so I'm sitting there, and then everybody else rolls up. One of my brothers is like right behind me. He's like, "You okay?" I was like, "No, I'm not okay." But he's freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
My dad's friend who was riding with us. Yeah, so this is the one that I currently ride.
That's cool.
Yeah. My dad's friend, this is probably like his second time riding with us. He goes, you okay? I was like, no, I'm pretty sure I broke my legs. He's like, well, do you want me to call an ambulance? And I was like,
Please.
yes. Yeah, fuck. So then he's like, well, you're kind of like in the middle of the trail. Like, can I like my son's just sitting over there.
You're like, I wish I could move.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could go do it myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And honestly, if I was by myself, I would have done it. Again, we were close enough that it was not
Wow.
not that crazy. But he's like, can I go ride your sled? Like, because it's like, you're kind of in the way. And I was like, I don't give a shit. It's sitting over there running still. Like, because like, I didn't have the pull
I don't
cable.
know. I just find that very inconsiderate. Like, that's very, I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, yes, I don't care. Go ride my shit. So he goes down to the gas station, comes back. First thing he says, no wonder you broke your legs. That thing's fast as fuck. Like, that was the first words out of his goddamn mouth. I was like, I know. It's pretty fast.
You're like, did you call an ambulance?
Yeah, so he called an ambulance. And they're like, the ambulance is like an hour away.
What?
And-
You're just tough guy, though. Like, you weren't freaking out and
No.
hurting and...
In this whole thing, I was like not... You know how people like say that like their life flashes before their eyes and that kind of shit? Never had any of that. It was just like, I'm flying in the air, do shit to like minimize the problems.
Tuck and roll.
So I'm sitting there and they're like, search and rescue will be here to put some splints on in about 20 minutes. So I'm like, cool. So search and rescue comes up. They have no idea what they're doing. So they're like, they have the splints and like they know what they should do, luckily I was like in Boy Scouts and like I have some experience like what I'm supposed to do. So like I'm like helping them like tighten it up because they have no. It's a ratchet thing, so like you just push on it and it pulls it apart. It's kind of the idea. So like they put it on hip here and here, and it pulls your leg apart.
Wow.
They don't know that you're like really supposed to get after it. So like I help them like get it fucking in.
Do it.
So we're doing that, and so then I wait for the ambulance comes, and the state patrol comes. He's like, "The fuck is going on here?" He does his shit, whatever. That's again that measurement scenario. Ambulance comes. Ambulance is an experienced ambulance driver, a fresh EMT.
Sorry.
Sarah's
Excuse me. Marketing.
A fresh EMT that's like brand new EMT and an EMT in training. And so they don't know what the fuck they're doing at all, which I find hilarious to this day. So
Only this guy.
Oh,
Only
man.
this guy.
So then they put me in the
Handles
ambulance.
it like a champ. Here, let me help you do your job.
Oh my gosh.
Here, I'll take my own pulse. Okay, write this down.
So
Seriously, that's what it sounds like.
yeah, so they put me in the ambulance and they call in, make sure they can give me morphine or whatever.
I was
Give me-
working at Tony's when I got the text message that you were in trouble.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was working and I was upset. Yeah,
Who
upset.
told you?
I don't remember and I don't
Oh.
care. I was just so
There was-
I was
yeah.
so in like prayer mode over Dick
Oh,
at
God.
that point. Like somebody pay me lots of money so I can make sure my friend's okay. Like the sooner I'm done here, the more money I make, the sooner I can get to checking on my friend.
So I get in the ambulance. They call that shit. It's an hour-long ride to Rawlins, Wyoming. That's the closest hospital scenario on that side. This is on the west side of Snowy Range. So we drive through Saratoga. They give me the shot, and they're like, "You can have another one if you want before we get there." Another shot of morphine.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, whatever. And like,
Did you do it? Yeah.
so yeah, there's a story going. I'm
I'm
getting there.
sorry.
I'm anxious. But so like the EMT in training is trying to draw my blood out of my hand. It's just not happening. My body's just rushing it to my legs, that kind of shit. So it's not
Like,
happening.
just get it from my leg.
But so we get about 45 minutes in, and I'm like, okay, like I'm starting to talk normal, like the shock is going away. So I'm like, okay, like I'm coming out of shock. Give me the other shot of morphine. The EMT's like, what? And I'm like, I know that I'm talking properly because I'm listening to myself at this point. I'm like, I know I'm coming out of shock.
What?
So like, I'm like, just give me another shot. And she's like, okay, and just does it. And so then we're like, we get to the hospital, and Rawlins, Wyoming is kind of like one of those like hospitals where like a lot of med students go for like their residency and things like that because like it's really easy to get in there. Nobody wants to fucking be there. It's in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
They have very minor like issues. If it is, it's oil field related, those kind of things. So it's kind of like, it's not like here where like it's just people fucking everywhere.
Yes. Yes.
So I roll in there, and there's two main doctors, and this is probably like, I would say at like 3 p.m.
Let me see it. Oh, that's a good one. Do you want me to get him?
You know.
Okay, hold on. Do you want me to smash him or hold him?
Oh gosh.
All
Don't
right,
hold it. No. This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
I'm actually gonna make this hookah bowl real quick.
Oh no! None of that. None of that.
What about you, Dick?
Okay.
You don't see. You don't care.
I'm not cool.
It's a daddy long leg.
Yeah, this is not even like.
They're not even a real one.
It's just so big.
They're big. They're cool.
It's just the big part.
I gotta tell you.
Ooh.
I'll make this hookah bowl and I'll finish the story because the rest of it gets pretty funny. Put it
That's
upside
good. Oh, I'm sorry.
down.
I always do that. I always do that.
It's all good.
I'm used to stacking them.
I got you. I'll make this bowl. I need to take a leak anyways. So.
Cool. So once upon a time,
Okay, I'm ready.
spiders, right? Okay.
I thought you like picked it up
In the
and like,
middle,
went for
I was
it.
like, oh no! Kill it. It was so funny. It's harmless. daddy long legs. It's not a brown recluse, so be fine.
Yeah, but still, I'm not gonna like pick it up.
I
Like
know,
only
do
you
you wanna
would
hold
just
it?
pick it up. Like
Have you gone to the butterfly pavilion and held the tarantula?
no,
Clearly no.
I've not.
I did that. So I took an entomology class when I went to CSU,
Cool.
and part of my final was to do a bunch of different things that had to do with bugs. Watch some stupid movies or whatever. I had to create my own final. So I watched a horrible movie from the 70s about a queen bee. This woman who injected herself with like queen bee venom, and then she was like a queen bee. You don't want to know that one. The queen bee was just, it was the weirdest 70s movie ever. I'll find it and I'll send it to you. Okay. So I had to write a report on that and how it accurately or inaccurately defined the species that it was talking about. And then I also had to go to the butterfly pavilion by choice. And so I had a great time. I went by myself.
I want to go.
Had a great time. Held the tarantula. Had somebody take pictures. Had people taking pictures of me doing stuff.
Like I'm having so much fun by myself.
Well, and I had to do it for my final. And
Cool.
so like, and selfieing wasn't a thing yet. So like,
Dude, that's cool.
it was super fun. It was really fun. It was one of the coolest classes I ever take. I still have my binder full of bug information. So, like, if I have any kids that are doing anything and getting tutoring, I've got everything.
I got the
about
Bug's Life.
Bugs. I got Bug Life.
You got Bug Life.
In an orange binder.
Where?
In my office.
There you go.
Readily available. Oh, man. Okay. Then it comes back. I'm going to show you all sorts of tricks. The
I'll do
bubbles.
some tricks, and then I'm probably gonna go.
That's fine. No, I know that we usually go for hours. Yes. Don't.
Is that him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Seatbelts.
seatbelts. Oh man. So, how was the pumpkin bar?
Oh, great.
Evan, how were these? You tried these last time. How are they?
Pumpkin bar was
Apple or
good.
pumpkin? Which is better?
The pumpkin.
Pumpkin for sure.
I like pumpkin better than apple anyways.
Same.
Fair.
Same.
Fair.
Well, there's sea salted caramel apple,
Correct.
and then pumpkin.
The pumpkin's still better.
Yeah, agreed.
So my niece, who's 2.5, had to ask my sister to get Snapchat so she could Snapchat me. And so Sophia is like, whoop whoop.
You've received 100 messages today with Breast Green Chat.
Cool.
Cheers.
Cheers. No, so Sophia was she tells her mom, Mira, seatbelts.
I can't with this Evan. I've never met him.
Just wait till you do.
He just keeps like picking on me. I can't.
That's how it
That's
operates
how it
around
is.
here.
And you're gonna love him. Like, just wait till you meet him.
Yeah,
Like, wait till you meet everyone. That's good.
So I don't recall.
They were delicious, but I don't recall. That makes sense.
We weren't even that drunk last week. Last week was like pretty chill. The week
Last week was
before,
Pretty
we were pretty
wild.
hammered. Yeah. I mean, we had a Wingate too. Who
We had a
was
Wingate.
extra hammered.
No, but Sophia was like, Ma, you, the tea and a picture, Maggie, please. That's Snapchat. You would download Snapchat so I can take pictures and send them to Maggie, please. That's what she was trying to say. And so that's her favorite thing right now.
Was chatting you.
Is chatting me. And this is her yesterday.
Oh, she found the filters.
She found.
She's great.
What a cute man, baby. Can I show the camera?
Sure.
Okay. All right. You guys got to try and see this. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Stay right there.
She's too
already found the filters.
She was all about it. Well, because she would take pictures and filters with me when I was watching her, just because it was funny as fuck. And she loves the wide mouth one. And she just says,
Just, that's pretty much what it's for.
That's so funny and cute.
That's all it's for.
That one! Yeah, that one right there. It's my favorite.
It changes
I
the
did.
it changes the fucking voice too.
Yeah. Did you ever do one of those filters that like makes your voice like super deep?
I don't really need to.
Aww. Haven't seen little Nikki G in a while. When was that? Oh, we were over at Charlie's when we were talking about how you saw his penis.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times. I'm also an asshole. So.
No, your dick.
What did you expect was going to happen in that scenario? Like for him, what did he think was going to happen?
That's a great question. I don't think he thought.
No, he didn't at all. God, I miss the shop parties so much.
Oh my gosh.
Even the little ones we used to have.
I miss everything. I miss the first time I ever used a blowtorch was in the shop. For illegal reasons.
Fair.
It was a great time.
Yeah, when the burners would break, we just light coals with the fucking torch. Acetylene torch, just lighting coals with the acetylene torch.
Yes, or ripping bongs with the...
See, I was ready to do this, but I didn't know if it was appropriate.
It's always appropriate. It's always appropriate.
Always appropriate. Oh, man.
It's not even illegal anymore. So.
No, so Dick used to have these epic shop parties. Freaking epic. So it's like in a mechanic shop.
Yeah, my family owns an auto shop.
Cool.
And we used to throw big parties.
Cool.
Crazy. DJs and everything.
Like
Big.
500
Big.
people parties.
Yeah, like,
Big dick.
Yeah.
Big dick. Biggest dick.
Big.
But yeah, I always throw big parties until the cops just kept walking in for like not
Shop
even
parties
like
forever.
not even like knocking on the door. They just walk in like we'd be like just working on cars like in the middle of the night, like drinking or doing whatever, just hanging out. And like they just like walk like, why are you in here? It's fucking 2 a.m. Go fuck yourself.
Right.
And yeah, they would just start. And so we kind of like had to stop doing that just then. But yeah, it was. We used to throw big parties. Somehow we never got
No
in trouble.
filter. Let it out, Mira. You don't have to filter
I
yourself.
love how this robot just like Moira.
Myra.
Moira.
If you
I'm like,
put,
okay, Evan,
if you
I'm
put
listening.
emojis in there, it tells you what it is. It's pretty silly.
Yeah. Heart.
Yeah, like I'll do one real quick here so you can see it.
Let it out, no filter. What does he mean?
I'm just, well, when you were talking just a little bit ago, so their comment is a little delayed. And our video is a little delayed because it's recording and posting live at the same time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, you kind of have to keep track of what you were just talking about so you can respond.
Face with tears of joy, face with
Yeah, so it tells you what it
Tears of
is. It's
joy,
pretty
tears of
silly.
joy.
It's a pretty silly scenario.
It reminds me of a Dalek. Which is a Doctor Who reference. Which is an extra nerd reference.
Quite. I'm not even
Quite.
like a Doctor Who fan. I know what that
I
is.
That was
am.
closer. Mira.
Mira.
That was closer.
That's closer. Yeah. Myra.
Mira.
Mira.
Spell it with an I instead of an E.
Mira.
Mira. With an H, yeah. Mira. But one
I mean,
of the
it's just
one of the epic shop parties, I brought my sister and her friend to, and I just abandoned them. Not necessarily, but kind of.
Yeah, you will be.
Yeah.
Because there's like 15, 20 seconds to restream, and then there's like 15, 20 seconds to each one after that.
Right.
So soon as Mira. I'm ready. I'm waiting.
Yeah, put it with an I.
But I remember just having a great time and dancing on a box to a DJ like the whole night. Like
In the shop.
Yeah, we
in
had
the shop. Like smokes and lights and lasers.
Yeah, we
and all
had-
that. Like, had a great.
I
time.
paid for like that time. You're thinking of we had a paid for light show.
Yep.
So we had a guy like bring all of his shit.
You had to buy
We
to get
had-
in.
We had
Wristbands.
go-go dancers like paid.
I was not paid.
Yeah,
But
well,
I
Could have been paid
I should have
for.
been paid. Should have been paid. I stole the show.
My Ray on the wall.
well, apparently I didn't work out. But yeah, we used to like throw like big parties. I do miss those all the time.
Not in Greeley. Not
I
when
feel
you
like
were
we need
working
to.
at.
We used to throw big parties in Greeley also.
Yeah.
My friends used to live on 18th and 7th.
Okay.
So like by the college, but like just off of there. And we used to get like all the. He lived between like a bunch of gangbangers because it's people think there's. Yeah.
It's Greeley.
It's not really. It's not really real gang scenarios. It's stupid.
Let's drop Greeley off.
But we
in
just bring them a
Detroit,
bunch
see
of
what
like.
happens.
We just bring them a bunch of tequila and they bring over a whole bunch of fucking like tamales and whatever else. So like, we used to like party. We used to throw huge parties in the house actually.
Cool.
Yeah.
When's
All the
the
time.
last time you were in Greeley?
I don't know. My little sister lives in Greeley. I'm trying to think of the last time I was over there.
Yeah.
I think it's when we went and rode bikes actually over there.
Lame.
What?
Lame.
Why?
I want you to be like throwing parties in Greeley. Come on, man.
I don't let many people like that live in Greeley anymore.
True.
But yeah, we used to throw like big parties over there too, like 75, 100 people, and like yeah, we'd spend like, and that was before like everybody was of age. I was like the only person. Oops.
I was not.
That was before I knew you.
Yeah.
So it would have been like, because I worked over there in 08 and 09. So like many, many, many years ago.
All right, so I think Sarah told you how old I am. I want them to guess
I've
how old
not.
I am.
I
I've not
have
told
no
them.
idea.
Oh, how old do you think I am? But don't tell him if he's right or wrong. I want Evan to
I'm not
guess
gonna say
too.
a word. I need Evan to guess.
I need Evan to guess.
We'll let Evan go first.
How old is Mira?
Mira.
Oh man.
This is one of those questions where you can be like either like really hurt.
Well,
No,
that-
I don't think I'll be hurt
No.
either way.
Dude, with last weekend with the Norway, he thought I was 24. Ooh, he's like, she's obviously like 24, and I was like, oh, well, I know.
Keep in mind, I thought snowmobiles had seatbelts.
This is fair.
You're so fucking cute.
I mean, that's a, if you don't know, you don't know scenario.
It's true.
I mean, there is snowmobiles with seatbelts, but
Yes.
not ones that I would ride.
Right.
Too dangerous.
It's too safe. That's not how I operate.
Oh, thanks.
He's like, I don't want to.
Just do it. Just do it. Just do it.
You won't offend
Just
me.
do it.
E.
All right, here we go.
Mira. Yes.
I'm ready for it to be like, wrong. Wait, what's your guess?
I got you right around like the 26, 27.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah,
Drum roll.
that means I'm not far off.
I'll take it.
26.
Oh, delayed.
Yeah,
You both are wrong.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, they get one more guess.
Am I high or low?
Oh,
Not telling.
yeah, I can't say.
Okay, then I'm definitely low. 29.
Good job.
You can't fall off. You can't fall off. You need to be able to fall off on a snowmobile. Mira is 22.
I am 22 years old.
Good.
I'm a baby.
Good.
You are a baby.
I'm a baby.
I know.
Again, like
I
12.
know. She just today. She was like, "Wait, you're 26." I was like, "No."
I was just,
And she was just like, in, we were just in.
Well,
talk,
if we're
we were
gonna do
just
this, I
hanging out.
definitely like regret saying mine because like I always get like the mid 20s also typically.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So.
You got great skin.
Yeah, it's all a lot of water. I drink like 2 gallons a day, so
Good for
awesome.
you.
yeah, you have to. You have to.
I don't.
But I also like hang out with. I feel like I get along with older people than myself, and she says I'm mature.
She
So I'll
says
take
I'm
it.
Things that like we don't want to talk about. Yeah, no, I don't know. Like, it's one of those things again. Like, when it comes to like age, we have so much like information available to us and all these things, and like how we like. We're told how we should act by like society and this kind of shit. Like, you can like really like. I know people that are like 45 that like.
I know, right?
Their actions are like, bitch, you're not.
Like a year already. I got married at 21.
Well, mistakes were made, but it's okay.
Wait till you meet DJ, you're gonna love him.
I was like,
That's fine, too. I'm
please
just-
tell me that in
just
like
joking.
10 years. Give me 10.
In 10 years, you can tell me that.
I'm not
No.
offended. Don't worry.
No.
No, you shouldn't be.
No.
Because if you find like that person, that scenario, perfect.
Her high school sweetheart, they're like
I'm not offended because it's like so unrealistic. Like, like it's just
Yeah.
so
No,
confident.
the thing's like,
I'm
like
mature.
one of my best friends, Jack, he married his high school sweetheart too, and they're like, I think he just turned 30 this year, and like I think she just turned 30 also.
Yeah.
So like, but like they've been together for like a long ass time too. It's a possibility, and the thing is, if you find that person, like,
Cool.
fucking, fuck
Do
yeah.
it.
Good for
Jump
you.
in. 2 feet. Do it.
I was born on the 22nd.
Evan was born on the 22nd. Who, what? No, 22 is a good number.
Oh, okay.
22 is a good number.
All right.
11 times 2. 11
I
is a really
mean,
good number.
unless you ask Taylor Swift.
Unless you... But she loved it.
But hey, I'm practically
That's
23.
your favorite.
You're practically 23.
Practically 23.
In a couple weeks.
And she's like,
I
I'm
just don't look at
practically
like, my
29.
age as like a number that matters to me whatsoever.
Agreed.
Again, I'm in my mid 30s at this point, and I do not feel like it whatsoever. I don't wake up and like having like the hurt scenario, like all those like memes you see, like all this. I don't like tomorrow. I
That's
won't have
because
a
they have
hangover.
a bad bed. That's their problem. Poor investments. Evan.
Seatbelt, masks, gotta stay safe.
All the seatbelt scenarios for me is that you just haven't ridden power sports stuff. Motorcycles, like
Only like four-wheelers are like the biggest thing, I guess, besides a car.
I mean, fair. All cars. I mean, that means you've never ridden a car that has no seatbelts either. That's the first thing.
I'm 1 to 22 and Nick's 2 to 11.
Oh, you guys are match made in heaven.
So cute.
Yeah, we're close.
Precious.
Sarah and I are October babies.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are.
October babies.
I mean, that just means a midwinter like parenting sesh.
No, more of like wouldn't that be like Valentine's Day?
No. Mm-mm.
9
No,
months.
This is
So it's January.
This is January.
Ah,
This was and I was a couple
It's
weeks
warming
late.
up time.
I think it was a New Year drunk weekend. We're gonna make a baby. Yes. I was my parents' love child. Like it's obvious that they were super in love when they made me.
that's beautiful.
It's really cute. And then my sister was on whoops, but they knew right away.
I was born 9 months to the day of my parents' wedding, but I know I was not.
know.
I was not conceived on that. I know I wasn't conceived on the day of.
Right.
I was actually born
Close.
early, but a couple days. But yeah, like,
You were a love baby.
Yeah.
definitely was.
Honeymoon
Yes,
baby.
it was. But like, I was born 9 months to the day.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, except my parents like are fucking terrible to each other now. So
I'm sorry.
yeah.
No more love babies.
My parents are struggling.
No more
too.
dicks.
That's cheesy. Freaking Maine over there.
Mainly.
But yeah, it's just one of those like things. If you actually like look at like the dates, you're like, ugh, problems, or like you can like
Right?
find
I
out
know
when
my
it- when it
sister was my
yeah.
dad's birthday baby. I know that.
It's kind of dumb when you think about that. Like like
You count
really wanna,
backwards. You're like,
look at,
what
like,
was going on?
your parents in like that like light ever, just because like it's like you're like, I mean, as I age, it's like not that big of a deal anymore. But it's like, also my mom was 17 at the time. My dad was 26. So
Oh,
yeah.
oh, he's a love dick.
I was actually supposed to be born on Valentine's
love
Day.
dick.
Supposed to be.
Really?
Was not, but again.
So, did you ever ask your parents, like, why'd you name me Richard?
I was actually my actual Nicholas actually came out of a fucking romance novel. Not even
The
joking.
Notebook.
It was way before the Notebook.
Nicholas Sparks.
It was my mom likes shitty books. They're terrible.
At least she read.
Fair. Fair assessment on that one, but yeah. So like the thing is, I was supposed to be born on Valentine's Day. My name came out of a romance book. Didn't really work out for me in my life, but
Yet.
Sarah, how'd you get
Yet.
your name?
Pulled my beard. Puke. I'm named after Sarah in the Bible.
Oh.
Yeah, so my parents, first they were going to name me Alex, but my dad's sister was engaged to an Alex at the time.
well, that would just been weird.
Yeah, that would have been weird. And
I
they
have a
didn't
story about
know my sex yet. They didn't know anything about me or anything
So
like
boy,
that.
girl,
So,
like gender.
yeah, gender neutral. And so then they were just like, my mom just was flipping through the Bible and just fell on the story of Sarah and Abraham in Genesis, and she just loved it, and she loved that she laughed. Which I even in VBS, like one day we did a heroes of the Bible. And I dressed up like an old lady, and I was Sarah. In the Bible, I wore these like bright yellow
I'm myself
glasses.
before myself.
I'm myself before myself. Yes, yes. And I was talking about joy and laughter, and I had the kids do the belly laugh game. Have you ever done that? Where like you lay on. Okay, so y'all lay in a circle.
Oh, and your head is on
and
the
your head's
tummy,
on the belly,
and then
and
you
you go
laugh?
ha 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 ha
I
ha ha.
have no idea.
Yes.
What this
Okay.
is.
So like someone lays on your belly, and you go ha, and then they go ha ha, and you go.
While
ha,
she's
ha,
laying
ha.
on someone else's body.
While I'm on somebody else's belly, and like you just go, you increase your ha-has, and
Hmm.
then eventually everyone's just belly laughing and laughing hysterically, and it was just like a bunch of kids
While
just laughing.
everybody else is getting
That's cute.
brain damage. It's fine.
Yeah, no big deal. It's
No
fine.
seatbelts.
No seatbelts. It's fine. But
I actually have a funny story when it comes to like to your my the aunt or whatever was like or uncle was married like
Alex.
the Alex
yes,
thing.
yes.
God.
Oh gosh. Well, okay. So also, my aunt was engaged and not engaged to like many people.
Well, that's okay.
So that. Mm-hmm. And your story is.
The story is kind of the same actually. So my littlest sister turns 18 this year. And
That's crazy.
her dad's name is the same as my brother's name. And he has a sister with the same name as my other sister.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so Lily's dad's name is Eric.
Mm-hmm.
My younger brother's name is
You have
Eric.
two Amandas.
And then his sister's name is Amanda also. Which is super fucking weird to me.
Creepy.
Yeah. I was like,
I was gonna be named Elvira after Elvis. Elvis, huh?
My nephew's name is Elvis.
Yeah. And what's the other one?
Jude.
Elvis and Jude.
Talking about how tall I am?
Evans,
I
no,
see you,
Evans
Tyler.
6'6".
Oh.
yeah, we're talking about we're kind of like making that a thing now.
That is
Where
so
you just-
funny.
It sucks because I'm exactly 6 foot, so it doesn't really work out. I'm 5'12".
I'm 5'12". I'm 5'3".
It does not
some
sound
change.
as fun as 5'18".
My sister is 5 foot, and her husband is 6'4".
That's a pretty big difference.
It's pretty adorable. My mom at their wedding, she's like, okay, when we figure out an officiant, we need to find one who kind of helps with the visual. I was like, Mom, you ain't gonna find that.
Compliment.
Just
she's
like one perfectly in the center that's like 5'10".
Yes!
5'9",
Which
5'10".
we found him. He was one of my papa's friends.
Espelon's super good. It's like favorite tequila right now.
Which one?
Espelon.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Have you had have you had Dwayne Johnson's?
I've wanted to try it.
The
I've heard it's good.
Tanamara or Terramana or whatever. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's
I've heard
really
it's good.
Get the silver one. I'm not a fan of the gold.
I like Espelon because it's not expensive, but it's pretty good. The other one that's really good that's not expensive is Lunazul.
Really?
24 inches, maybe.
4 foot 24 inches.
That sounds great.
There you go.
But you say the 4 and you're like, ah!
You're like, I'm gonna stop counting.
Yeah. Again, it goes like the discussion of like the babies, like when you're like 18 months to say a year and a half. Please stop.
Yeah, stop.
Just fucking stop.
Yes, you're done.
Yeah, you're not a baby.
Yeah.
You're
Once
not-
once
yeah.
you pass a year,
Year and a half.
you're a year to a year and a half, year and a half to 2. You're done.
Count the 12.
The people that are like 22 months. Fuck yourself.
Right. I know. I've gotten a couple inquiries of people wanting childcare, and they're like, I have a this-month-old baby. And I'm like, or my child's this many months old. I'm like, are they potty trained?
No.
Because the answer is usually no.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
They're still going by months. They definitely
not
are.
potty trained. I know.
Not at all.
Not at
Not
all.
a thing.
Which I love that my sister has always been like, Sophia's like 2.5 or something. Like, she's always been like on point with that. But she was also the one that when I was like, I'm 10 and 7/8, she'd be like, so you're 10. I'm like, but I'm almost 11. But you're 10.
You're 10.
You're 10.
You can say it, I'm almost 11 or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But if you're like talking about months, get the fuck out of here. Like, even if you're like, yeah, I'm like, it's like 4 months past my birthday. I don't care. It's fine.
2-yard dick. 3. 3-yard dick.
I'm 276 months old.
Go fuck yourself.
I had to.
That's how I feel about that. I really think it's so dumb. I also think like the parents thing when they're like, this has been 3 months since they've been born, or like photos and all that shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
just put your photos. I don't need the
I don't need
explanation
no.
behind
No.
it. Like I don't need, just put your photos. That's okay. Again, I love kids, but I'm like, no, thank you. I don't care that your baby still can't do anything. That's where we're at. At 3 months,
Oh my
can't
God.
do anything.
But how cute was it listening to Bacon talk about his boy smiling? Like,
Okay, I
how
can agree with that.
adorable
I
and
can agree
sweet
with that.
Was that. Like, Bacon is sergeant in the military, like, badass motherfucker. And he's like, my son smiled when he shit on me.
Just felt so
Aw.
good.
Again, no thank you.
Again, no thanks. Dick.
I'm just saying, just the pictures, post your pictures, do your thing. Just not fucking 3 months. This little one's changed my life. Well, no shit, for one. It's changed your life months before that, too.
Welcome to the club. We know.
We've been hearing about it already for a year, okay?
Yeah, we're aware. We're pretty aware. Oh my God, you had a baby? I had no idea.
Right? It's not like you haven't posted like 3,000 photos. That's always the case. It's
I
always the
know.
case. It's okay. Like, I agree. Be proud.
Yes.
We had this. I had this joke when I was working in the office. This one girl was like, she posted like, she was dating somebody else in the company, and like on like the sales screen, like we're like fucking pregnant or whatever. And I was like, cool. You just told everybody that you've been fucking and it worked out. It's pretty much what it is. Like, we've been doing it. We've been trying. Thanks for telling everybody in the company I've been having sex with my boyfriend. Haha. That's pretty much what it is, right?
It is.
Let the bass drop.
It's like a mic drop, but not really. We already like predetermined that you should be doing that anyway. So, okay.
Or not.
We are woke to the fact.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
But yeah, I made that joke like to Danny, and Danny was like, "Okay."
Oh man, I love it. That's
But
so
yeah,
good.
it's kind of like one of those things. Like we're expecting like cool. Like I appreciate that. Like we need.
We just need more
Yeah,
of. We
I
need
didn't
more
I didn't
orange
need you to
minions.
push this for me here.
That's great.
So
Yeah.
let's see these smoke bubbles.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's taking off her boots. It's real. Real time.
Yeah. Oh man,
We practice so good.
we practice so good at work. Lunch break.
More formal tonight. Special occasion.
Dicks and chicks, Brittany.
Chicks, it's a real special occasion.
You mean I put pants and a flannel on? Okay, formal.
And these shoes.
These sweet
Yeah,
kids.
normally I'm a very much like a sandals kind of guy.
I like them.
And you have good feet. You're a sandals guy and you have horrible feet.
Some men cannot wear sandals.
Some men cannot.
Yeah, I wish my toe wasn't all fucked up, but it's not too bad now. I went and got a pedicure 2 weeks ago.
Yes. Love pedicures.
Yeah.
Only men get pedicures,
What?
What?
in my opinion.
What?
Well, women too, but like men. Like if
Oh,
you're a
real
guy,
men.
yeah,
Real men.
yeah.
Oh,
Real
okay,
men
I got
can
you.
get a
That's what I
pedicure.
mean.
I got you. Pedicures are like I had my first one in February, and it's like I was like, why haven't I done this before?
Proud of you.
It's like $40, and I was like, fuck yeah.
Did you get color?
Well, that's cool.
She's getting serious.
Oh.
I did not get color. I did not follow you. Tyler got his wife was
Hold on, Sarah. Hold on.
painting his nails a few weeks back. Oh, that one didn't
Got my
work out.
toe.
There you go. Yeah.
3, 4. Ah, I got 4.
Not bad.
And then smell it in.
My record was 24.
What?
That's pretty
24.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Pretty ridiculous. So that is how hookah bubbles work.
That's cool.
Would you like to try?
I'm good.
You gotta try it.
Do I?
You gotta.
All right.
Here, I'll give you my sock.
Oh, I'm not gonna. You can hacky it for me.
with your clothing. You have to use clothing
Or you
to
use your
hack.
hand.
Well, the oil on your hand will pop it.
You can do it without it.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never done it without it.
Well, how did you guys figure this
Okay.
was a thing?
So, the aluminum foil makes the tube not get soaked.
I see.
There you go. Yeah, you got one in there.
One in the chamber.
Blowing it. One in the chamber. Flick it.
Okay. I would do it one more time.
Okay.
I do. It's kind of.
It's real fun. Go for it.
It's one of those like silly things when you're like
When you have too
when
much
you're like
time.
4, you're thinking of that. Like when you saw like
Sad
Yep.
day.
Oh man.
you saw your parents smoking a cigarette or whatever, like very young. You're like, oh, I could do
Ooh,
this.
that
Like
looks cool.
yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm content now.
Would you like a try?
I'll try it out.
Yes.
Oh, that's sick. Flick it.
Oh.
Try to get a big one. Nope.
Do you flick it down, Sarah?
Too wet.
Too wet.
Too wet.
We got some WAP happening. Wet ass paper towel. Got some bounce.
Sarah, do the wap.
WAP.
Do the wap.
Fuck.
Wap, do wap.
All right, Cardi B. Gonna do it.
I haven't done bubbles in probably like 8 years.
10.
Yeah, she goes down and then up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sometimes moving it like quickly is great, and other times it just doesn't
It
work out.
doesn't do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done bubbles.
Well, Dick, are we friends?
Are we friends, Dick?
I've been officially on your podcast.
He's been official on the podcast, but I have a rule
Sure.
The rule.
that I don't consider like my real friend until like I
Two
yell at you.
podcasts.
Until I yell at you.
Tell, he has to yell you.
You
That's
have
some-
no reason to yell at me.
Yet, that means you're not my friend yet.
You have to question how close you are to be close to Dick.
Because if I yell at you, that means I
If
care
you yell
about
at you-
as my friend.
Right. He'll put you in your place.
You like me as an acquaintance?
Currently, yes.
Cool. I'll take it.
You came into this not really knowing what
To
all
expect.
was about.
Yeah.
So, and you've held your own.
Thanks. I tried.
Wet ass bubbles.
So yeah, it's one of
You
those
got a
things. Like,
wab
like it's
happening.
kind of like the thing is like nobody's really my friend until they question whether or not they're my friend.
True.
So it doesn't mean anything that I'm very close with your friend Sarah?
No.
Oh, fuck. Damn it. Does Evan, am I friends with Evan? No. Oh, okay. All right.
You can be friends with everybody.
And I say that as a joke, but it kind of like
it's a compliment though.
I'm
Like
not
it's
worried.
straight up
Yeah.
a compliment. Like when Dick yells at you, you're like, oh shit,
yeah, that means
You're
I actually
in.
like give a shit.
about you.
Yeah,
All right.
that's kind of like the idea. Like,
Yeah. Don't
I-
let Dick
it's-
put you in this place.
Don't let Dick be a dick.
it's just one of those like random things that like I don't know if like again like this is the first time I've met you. I've seen a couple of your posts on Facebook, but like that kind of stuff. But like that's whatever. Especially now, it's not like it was like 10 years ago. Like Facebook, like if you became a friend on Facebook, it was like yes, fuck yeah. But now it's like, do I really even want to keep this program? Kind of thing.
Don't want to follow the speed or no.
It's fine. It's tasteful. I'm good.
So yeah, but that's kind of like my thing. It's like until I care enough about like your opinion at all or what you're doing,
Seatbelts.
that kind of.
I'm rolling my eyes. I don't know if you can tell from this far away, but
You know, when you're done fucked up, that's kind of the idea.
When you done fucked up and Dick has to tell you, all right, you done fucked up, then you're like, oh, you care.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know why that's
so excited for this
specifically.
moment.
Oh my god.
When he-
Have a few drinks and you will.
Great.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I remember the first time Dick yelled at me.
Yeah, I'm gonna like write it in my diary. Like,
Dear diary, Dick yelled at me today. Heart.
Yeah, it's,
with his Adidas on this time, and it's so fresh.
His beard was long.
yeah, right now this is bullshit as fuck. I hate it. I hate it. I hate that I have to shave my own beard. I was trying to get my barber on tonight, but he didn't
Yeah.
respond to me either. What a bitch.
Bitch.
So if he
Barber.
watches this later,
Bitch
fuck
barber.
you.
Hey,
Respond.
calling you out. Show up, bro.
He's so fucking dope too.
I'm excited. I'm excited to meet him.
Yeah, he's rad. He's super dope.
It's gonna be good.
He like tries to like pretend that he's not cool. He's got a YouTube channel with like already like 10,000 followers and shit. I'm like, you don't think you're cool yet?
I love that. Oh man, it's sticky.
You got the bottom?
Might have to heat it up. Melt some of it.
Got it.
Oh, you got it.
I brought a spoon out too.
Look at muscle Dick over here.
See, the jokes never end. They never have.
They have to just
Never
keep going.
have.
And it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. It's like me and my woodcraft business. Like I can't get away from it. Like, oh, you work
Yeah,
wood?
but you did that purposely.
Well, part of it. Part of it, but like the being a woman working wood,
That's fair.
you know,
Yeah, it is what it is.
is what it is. It's really fun.
Working with wood.
This girl can work wood. Just telling you. Real good at it.
It's one of those like, you know it was gonna go that way. That's kind of why you named it what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And again, your name's already kind of a play, anyways.
Yep.
So
Has to be. That is so good.
it's better now that it's like even like
I'll smell it. Oh yeah,
This is a honey whiskey.
that's nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so good.
Well, Sarah, would you mind walking me out?
Not at all.
I'm gonna head out.
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Mira, out.
And I left, still not friends with him.
I love you, Mira.
No, I'm just trying to make jokes.
You're so
No, that's
good.
the perfect. That's the
That's
perfect scenario. You gotta make
perfect.
jokes.
This is how it should be. Look at that grip. I know.
Where's your
Open
trash?
the can.
Do you do
Trash?
that?
I'll just
We'll
leave it.
get-
I'll take care of it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
No worries.
Well, thank
I'll
you.
walk her out.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Anytime. Again.
All right.
Yes. Okay,
Till
I'll be
next
right back.
time. Nice to meet
There
you.
we go.
Goodbye.
Might be wrong.
Mira. All right, I had to get one of these pumpkin scenarios here. How the fuck?
Ending at 10.
I don't think we're gonna end just yet. We're gonna be close. I think we're gonna I'll probably go for like another half an hour or so. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, we've been going for 2 hours now already. What time is it? 10? Is it only 10? It is 10. She's getting really good. What are you talking about that, Tyler? I have no idea. These are pretty good. Hi. I'm waiting for it. Penis. Penis! I really wish I could make that joke without thinking about certain people. I mean, the idea of the podcast was to end at like 2 hours. And we've been doing like 3 or 4 lately, but... Oh, you're saying Amanda's getting really good at her... Oh, those are really good, actually. Tell Amanda, good job, Tyler. I think colored nails are a thing, but it's dope. Those are dope, Tyler.
Mira freaking loves you. And this and everything. She's like, tell him I'm so thankful. I'm like,
Yeah.
I will.
Anytime she wants to come, bring
Yeah.
her boy too. It's good. It's all
Cool.
good.
There.
So this is Tyler's wife's like nails right now.
Dang. Hey, girl. Those are sick.
Yeah.
I can't do the point thing. I can't.
I don't.
I can't do that.
Art for me for Halloween.
All right.
Oh. So you can see her
I-
in the night.
I don't understand how people like do long nails in general. Is kind of my thing.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, well, and you like work with, your hands and that kind of shit. So like,
Yeah.
it's
Like,
never
I'll get them
been-
to, like, look nice. Because,
Yeah.
like, not too short. Like, feminine. But if it gets too long, I can't hang.
Oh, they're extensions. I mean, either way, like still long extensions are still not the jam. Like it's just like because it kind of
Unless you love getting your back clawed.
yeah, but you can do that with short nails too.
You can definitely do that with short nails.
Yeah,
You can do that with whatever.
I just and they look good. Don't get me wrong, but I'm
They're
just,
beautiful. Those are cool.
the extensions also kind of like ruin like your regular nails.
They do.
Yeah, because like you have to glue them on, and then it like
I like
takes
to
up
do
top
the
layer.
dip nail, because it's just like powder on your fingernail.
Fair. And again, like I've been doing the what are we doing here? The other hand. So these are non-extensions. Okay, so one is very extension and like, I mean those are like pretty
They
similar.
are dip. Okay. Wow. That's cool.
I mean it's a fair. I thought about getting like when I got like the pedicure a couple weeks ago. I thought about getting color just to be like silly.
Just to do it.
They don't really. I mean,
Short LOL.
her business hand is short.
What
That's
kind
she
of
said.
business you talking? What business are you getting into? Don't answer that.
I mean, someday we'll have to maybe actually like get like a Sterling, a babysitter.
Scratch a back with no nails. Gotta have a little
Just- I think you can. I think you can. Mine are pretty short, and they'll still roll it out.
I still can do what I gotta do when I need to do what I gotta do. All right?
Someday we'll have to actually get Amanda and Tyler on this at one point.
Yes, that'd be
'Cause,
good.
I mean, Tyler's super fun. You met Tyler
Yes.
multiple times. And then Amanda's probably a little cooler than he is, to be honest.
Oh, did you hear that?
He'll probably agree
Well,
with
and
that.
you know what's cool? And I love that. I love that when a couple's together and they're like, my other half is straight up my better half. Straight up. And the other person is already really great. So you're like, how do
Yeah.
you get, wow.
Well,
I like that.
choking my own spit. It's fine.
It's okay, Dick. At least you're not choking on your own dick.
But I actually got along with his wife before I got along with Tyler.
Really?
Yeah. They came. They were coming to I met them at like nerd LAN party scenarios several years back, and I got along with her a little bit earlier than I did with him. And then I remember actually the time that I got along with Tyler, her computer broke during the middle of this LAN party, and we're both kind of shit faced, trying to figure it out. And so we a flashlight, and then
Slurring.
and the maid was like, I just remember her you guys are bonding right now. And we're like, I guess.
That's what you want to call it.
And it worked out that way. And again, I love Tyler. I love his wife. They're both fucking good people. They have a beautiful
Lots of
child.
drinking.
Their kid is
Really?
beautiful.
Oh,
And he's
I
going to
love
be
that.
the smartest motherfucker on the goddamn planet.
Oh my
Because they're
gosh.
both very intelligent. And
That's so exciting. I can't wait to meet
they're
your kid.
both charismatic and all that kind of shit too to go along with it. So he's going to be
Super well-rounded and
oh
very
yeah.
intelligent.
He's going
I
to
love
be
that.
a killer baby for
That
sure.
makes my heart so full. I love
Yeah.
it when parents just give everything they got to their kids, and you can
Yeah.
tell there's a difference between parents who are super in love with their children and then parents who are not.
I just love that his name is also the Sterling. Have you ever watched Archer?
Yes, I
And
love.
Sterling Archer, but then he has a baby named Sterling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's so awesome.
it's kind of the same idea, because they're so fucking dope.
I love that.
Honestly, Tyler, you are dope.
Dope.
And then he was coming around smoking the hookah or whatever, and we're like, ah, there it is.
Oh, that's so cool.
What a name.
What a name.
What a name.
I love that.
But yeah, it's kind of that. I think the Sterling scenario.
Your wife is asking you to scratch him.
No.
Tyler is bullshit.
A little icky.
Oh, that's so cool.
But yeah,
I
it's
love that.
it's one of those random scenarios. When I went there, I bonded with a few people at the LAN parties. I'm friends with I would say most of them, but as far as the people that I want to be around, it's definitely Tyler, our friend Kyle, which I should have Kyle on here too. Kyle's a fucking riot.
I can't wait.
He is all the Schrader's fuel stations around here. That's his family's
Whoa.
stuff.
Okay, cool.
But he's a handful too.
Twins?
Kyle's a handful. He likes to be. It would be a dope
do
show.
it.
Kyle's fun. I like to have David too. David's super fun. Actually, the friend that I met everybody through would be super fun to be on too because he's a ridiculous human being also.
Yes.
But I don't know if he's into the put himself on camera scenario. His name's also Nick.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So we got Nick Dick. We got Nick
Yeah.
Dick.
I like to have all of them on there too. But I don't. What the fuck is going on over there? It's a weird noise.
Nick is pretty locked down, I think.
He is. He asked today in our chat, he's like, anybody have this download? I was like, you can come download it. And he's like, I already did it. And I was like, okay, you gave me 20 minutes to give you a chance to give it to you. But yeah, I think he's been doing nothing. But Kyle came one night, the first night we were having it on the patio out here, and we had problems. It was lightning and it was still on the Wi-Fi and it was not working out. But Kyle's a riot. I didn't actually text him today. Maybe I'll plan for next week.
Yeah.
Got another photo from Tyler. Oh yeah, here's a
Oh, what a ham. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at that face. Those dimples up on his cheeks. Oh my gosh. We just feed him up. Oh, I love that.
yeah.
What a cute baby.
It's actually pretty funny. There's a photo that I have.
Oh, I love it.
The Chucky smile. It's dangerous. There's an image. So
Going on next door.
Did
I
you
have
hear that?
no
was the
idea what the fuck
weirdest
that was.
thing.
It was a weird noise. So one time I was down in the Exchange,
Okay.
and I was just like fucking around, and Tyler sends me like this photo of like, it's Amanda and like Sterling, like when Sterling was like really little, and he's like, "You're in this photo." And I was like, "I am," and I just happened to be like walking behind them, and like we didn't know each other were there, like that kind of shit. It was like pretty
That's
wild.
So crazy cool.
See if I can find it real quick. Photos. Uploads. Maybe it's photos of me.
Gosh, my goddaughter is gonna be 11 in February. It just makes
They
me feel
get-
so old.
Like those photos where the cereal is in the background and you know
Yeah, that's exactly what this photo is. Let's see if I can find it real quick here. Yeah, like again, my little sister's gonna be 18 in like 2 months, which
It's
is
weird.
she's 17 years younger than I am. Yeah. Like, huh? Let's see here. There's gotta be here somewhere. I have a lot of photos. My bad.
Good. Don't apologize for that. I wish I had more.
I don't. I wish I had less. Because I remember them. I don't need other people to remember them either. Where the fuck? There he is. So like, this is his wife, and this is. I made it. I cropped it in a little bit, but I'm like, I had rode my bike down there to do something. I don't know. But like, I was like, dude.
That should be your new Facebook profile.
It was my Facebook profile for a while, but yeah. It was like, he like sent it to me, and I was like, what about like the actual like picture? I was like, what is this picture? And then I was like,
Oh, it's me. Right
Like-
next to a dick.
yeah, I was like, this is what? Yeah, a little over a year ago.
Oh, that is so funny.
Super funny.
I love that.
Super funny.
Serial killers in the background.
guys up for this weekend.
I'm making lots of cornhole. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I might do a little bit of work. I don't really have any like real plans. Just kind of like, tonight was like super dope because I've been like by myself for like 5 days. So yeah, she makes cool shit.
Yes. So I have a woodcraft business. Would you look at that? It's at. Would you like look at that? CO. But I make cornhole boards. I make all that cool Pinterest stuff. Holiday stuff. Yeah, all kinds of things. Yeah. I keep myself out of trouble, keep 'em busy. And this on Friday nights is really awesome because then people are like, "Oh, you want to go out?" And I'll be like, have a podcast Friday night every night, and then I'm busy working.
Well, we
the rest
used
of the
to
weekend."
do this and then go out.
Yeah. No,
Obviously.
See, and that's I'm cool with that, but like it saves me from like having to go out on dates with people I really don't want to go out on a date with.
That's fair. That is a fair
Like,
scenario.
I'm always busy, so
All right, let me toss this.
Bye.
I'm gonna toss this in the Twitch chat real quick
do it.
for you.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I do some pretty rad stuff. I'm working on a cornhole set that has a lighthouse silhouette on it. Yes. Yeah. But I'm making a lighthouse cornhole set that has a lighthouse silhouette on it. The board is burnt and stained blue, so it's like the ocean, and then the light in the center of it is the lighthouse light. It's really overwhelming because your vinyl has to lay perfect. So
That's fair.
4
That's fair.
feet, 4 feet of vinyl and laying it perfect with a lot of detailed lines with all of the waves and stuff around it is a little nerve-wracking. So I've been putting it off for too long. I should.
It's one of those like,
totally
no,
put it off.
now I have to
Now
do
I have
it.
to because rent's coming.
Yeah.
So-
I get you. I get you.
Yes, but it's super fun. I can do all kinds of stuff. I did a Bronco set. I can do logos. I can do, I can print anything, whatever. It's really fun, yeah. Because then people are like, "Oh, you do that?" I'm like, "Yeah." So bye. Yeah.
It is pretty fun.
Yes.
I definitely like gotten in trouble with certain people. Like we're like, oh, come to this, and I'm like, no, I have things to do, and they're like, well, fuck you too. And I was like, I already told you I was doing that.
Yeah. Bye.
It wasn't like I was like, no, I'm doing this because like, I'm just saying it.
Thank you. Yes, I just finished a blue line set. That looks pretty sick. And then I've got a bunch of birch that I just made. I just put these together, and just the wood itself just looks beautiful. But this is the most recent blue line set that I just did.
Rad.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, flag ones are pretty sweet. Those ones sell really quick. I'm on pre-orders right now. So if you're wanting something in time for the holidays, I can store it. But you want to get your order in now if you want it for Christmas. For sure. Takes a minute. You highly enjoy what? Cornhole?
Yeah, I'll have to have you make me one for next year.
Yes. It's super cool. I'm excited for all the cool ones I'm gonna do. I'm excited to do. I'm excited to get an iron. I want to just like wood iron the like major look thing on the back of or the bottom corner of every board.
Nah, put it on the front side.
Right on the front. Just
on the
bottom
corner.
Yep.
One of the two.
Yep.
Wherever it goes.
Making every motherfucker look.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's where
Yeah.
that's where it should be, not the back
Yep.
side.
Well, and then I think doing like the Instagram tag on the back would be good. Just so I had that on the back end. People like, dude, where'd you get this? Because if they just
Yeah,
look
then
up
it's
that-
easy.
Yeah, then it's easy. So, yeah, pretty excited. Next on
Yeah.
the list. Yeah, super fun.
It's just pretty gravy to like make and do that kind of shit. So just takes a little bit of grinding, metal, and
Well, but yeah, a lot of sanding.
Podcast.
This podcast.
you
Yes.
highly enjoy it.
Highly enjoying this
Good.
podcast. Yeah, it's fun.
Good, because it's almost over.
I know, we've been podcasting for almost 2.5 hours already.
Right?
Time flies when you're having fun.
That's kind of the whole thing. It's
Should
like
be.
it's always like I look at like, the first like half an hour. I'm like, it's only been half an hour. And then it's like 2.5, 3 hours later. I'm like, oh shit, fucked up. Went a little long.
So that Hocus Pocus one, the lettering is vinyl, and then I hand painted that. So I'm not an artist. I didn't take any woodcraft or woodshop classes growing up. I didn't take any art classes. All my art credits were because I was singing and going to concerts. So that's how I graduated. It's because I was partying. But I have no art experience at all. And so that Hocus Pocus one, Mira is the one I did that for. And that one turned out extremely well. So yeah, that Halloween stuff is pretty fun. People like the Hocus Pocus, for sure. I've got a few orders on that I need to get done.
It's one of those like when you're like doing it yourself, like, oh, I have time, and then it comes like, nope, I gotta get it done.
I
Like,
gotta get
right
it done.
fucking
Yeah,
now.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
3 days ago.
I get you on that one for sure. The
Yeah,
working
'cause you
like
do projects and all of that, project management, deadlines, all that. Yeah.
it becomes a problem.
I know. But isn't it? Okay. Do you like the thrill of procrastinating?
No.
No.
I do it and I don't like it.
You don't like it? It creates too much anxiety for you.
I don't know about like too much anxiety. It's just, like it like makes me mad that like I wasn't already done with it. It's kind of the thing. Is like
Right.
it's like I
Yeah.
should be done with this already. It won't take that long.
I know. And then as soon as you get it done, you're like, wow, that took me no time. Why
yeah.
did I-"
Like why did I like fucking like harp on this being a issue?
Right. Right.
But yeah, I procrastinate a lot and I don't like it at all. It does not a thrill whatsoever. It's like, fuck, I'm an asshole not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Is kind of the thing.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's super true. It's funny.
That's kind of the thing. Yeah, I think actually we might end it right here
Okay. Cool.
at nearly 2.5 hours.
Dang. All
Not
right.
bad for just a random scenario.
Cool. I'm down.
Become famous. My followers, crimes and views on big
Oh
follows.
my god, I hate
Big follows come.
fucking bots.
See ya. Fuck you, bot.
That's a bot.
Bye, bot.
Want
Get-
to become famous?
Oh, we got 2 bots.
We got two.
Let's see if we get a third one.
Ooh.
I want to see if we get a third one real quick.
Listen, Linda. Listen, FX
Want to become
Maxwell.
famous by just spending a lot of money
I
doing
literally
nothing.
don't need you to become famous.
No. It's already on the table. It's already on the table. All right.
Listen, bot. I don't think you know who I am right now. I'm Sarah motherfucking Walker. All right.
What?
What I do.
the only big follows you need, Nick.
All right, later,
Good night, love you
boys.
guys.
Anybody else watching? Have a good night.
See ya.
See you next week.